Oh, I can't hear myself. Oh. It feels like we're frolicking in a just a real cute meadow. It's really happy vibes, super good, all that. All right. Fuck it, let's just run it. Hey, stop swearing in the middle of the first couple 10 minutes, you idiot. Hey, gang. Hi, it's your boy. I wasn't sure about this, but we're streaming now, I guess. Anyway, I wasn't sure if we should be streaming. Okay, so here's the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this in VOD land, just skip ahead. Just skip ahead like 2 hours. Nothing's gonna happen. We're just waiting for a goddamn game to download, because in Capcom's infinite wisdom, they said, why would we, let's make a 64 gig game, all right? And then let's not let people preload it. Awesome. It's not like there haven't been whole ass leaks. Like, what's going on? Anyways, annoyingness aside, gang, the whole weirdness of like trying to see if we can stream this game today has been, well, needless to say, weird. So first of all, I got the game for this code site, which is great. Many people in the community have backed it. Yeah, but it's a little it's they haven't given people the code to download it, to preload it, so we all are basically starting at the same time, despite there's literally fucking content creators playing it right now. So it's just dumb. It's just dumb shit. They absolutely could have preloaded the game. You could all install the whole fucking game early. Anyways, that's annoying. Putting that aside, what's good, Raid? Hopefully having a lovely day. So I was kind of debating whether I should basically delay the stream till 7. And honestly, it probably was looking more like 8, just because I didn't know how the time difference worked. I thought I looked it up when it was like the global times. I thought it was coming out now, and it isn't. Also, let me check some stuff real quick. Full face cam, no one's seeing shit. Right. Just every now and again, I'm just gonna pause and hopefully not, dox my actual code. That'd be great. It's not like we have a ton of viewership anyway, but still a little freaky for me. Anyways, going back to this. So I was basically debating on like, okay, we'll just delay the stream till 7, because I've always found that I don't really have good luck when downloading games. Like, it takes an absurdly long time regardless. It'll say like, oh, it took 10 minutes, or sorry, it'll take an hour, and then it's like an hour and a half later, 3 hours later, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But maybe my internet's just kind of fucky a little bit. So I thought, well, it's a bad idea to stream and also like download something, because yeah. But then I looked into it just before the stream, because Fluff was saying it's not the same thing, so I wanted to see if it was going on. Yeah, apparently upload is the only thing that really matters when it comes to streaming. Download really has no part. So it's like I thought this was weird too, because I thought I'd seen a lot of streamers who were like, fuck, I forgot to download that game, and they start downloading it, and then it just works out. I think they had streamer money, and they were just okay with thriving in that place. And yeah. So we're basically just killing time. We're just killing time until we can get down. This is not a complete shit the bed kind of situation, okay? Okay? The reason why is there's a lot to talk about the game before we get into the game. First things first, this video given to me by, I think, Fluff, it may have been Red, but I think it was Fluff, is fantastic. One of the things I was really annoyed by, and I was kind of trying to understand if this existed, I wanted to know what is basically the scaling difference of weight. So like, I like that there is an effect of like, okay, if you're a bigger boy, if you're tall as shit, you can carry more because you got them thick ass legs, all that stuff, great. But also, how much is it? If it's enough that it becomes like an actual one-to-one choice, it's a little rough, a little shit. Yeah, because then you have to make a gargantuan freak if you want to make a character that's good. This video showcases stuff really well. This showcases the biggest worry I kind of had. This is the difference between a tall boy and a short boy. Or a person. Essentially, this is the stamina like comeback effect, which is actually not that crazy. It's noticeable, but not like you have to wait essentially like an extra 2 seconds, it seems like, to get the same effect. Now, I don't know if this scales in a big way. So like, is it a percentage increase? Because if you have a fuck ton of stamina, then that percentage increase could be massive. You know what I mean? So yeah. Fluff says streaming is mostly upload speed, so it shouldn't affect the data. Yeah, it shouldn't. We should be okay. I still don't have a lot of faith. I feel like we'll put, I don't know. I have planned for it like not to go because I have to get in the shower by 10. Just it's my own little my pattern, my system, and I like it. Did we loop this? We did not. Man, that's so short comparatively. You're a child. You're a baby. It's crazy. Anyways, stick on that one thing. So, the stamina, I don't know to what. So these are massive extremes, basically. Tall as shit, short as hell. I want to know what like my character, which is like in the middle a little bit. He's kind of like bog standard average. Honestly, if I could get, I don't know, just a little bit more than the bog standard tall, I think I'll be happy. But I don't know if it's like a percentage increase of stamina gain, or if it's just like, nah, you've reached this cap. Like I'm 800 pounds or 80k, 80k. So I wonder if like, oh, when you get to 10k, that may, or sorry, when you get to 90, not that, so you jump by 10s, does that put you in a different category of stamina gain, or is it literally like the incremental increase of you being, 80 to 87 would make a big difference, or not a big difference, but a difference? I don't know. But regardless, I think it doesn't seem to be as much of a thing. Like, it definitely seems like it's valuable on the extremes of this, especially when I think this looks kind of like not that big of a deal. But when you have a fuck ton of HP or stamina, it can become more of a big deal, how fast that can recover. But I also think we are playing we're going to be starting out as the Archer, and apparently the Archer has a base. This is one of the weird things I didn't know about the game. There's an incentive, a massive incentive, to kind of like dabble in a lot of other classes. Not all of them, just ones that are valuable to you. So for instance, the reason why I'm starting off as the Archer and not the Mage is because the Archer has special effects, like a special core. It's almost like there's a trait associated with a core class. So for the Archer, he has an innate stamina recharge, which I think is going to be good for anybody. Anyone who wants to like spam spells, do attacks, I could just see you going and having to grind out the Archer's special ability. That'll be good for you. I think it's just a good perk, it seems like, because stamina isn't conducive to most abilities, stuff like that. So that's what we're starting with, but that's crazy that implies like, oh, you're probably gonna want to go and play the Mage for like a couple hours and grind out their abilities or grind out their stat. And I think it is like the more you play a class, the more you unlock their special skills. And then I'm not sure how much you need to grind out that class to get access to their like core trait. But yeah, that's why we're picking that. The other thing that was cool about character creation, I should probably read chat. Sorry for being so selfish. Raid said, what's good? Raid, we're just hanging out probably for like 2 hours straight. Probably gonna mess around with the character creator, just watching some videos of Dragon's Dogma, talking about stuff before we play it, because we're just empty and waiting, and content creators are playing it and we're not. And it's just such a fun thing when we're not all on the same playing field, and it just feels fucking awesome. I just like, yes, like great. I love seeing somebody play something, and I can't. It's just the best when I bought it already. So it's not like I haven't given you money. Anyways, it's not like I'm a part of the class where it's like, oh, will they buy? I'm already bought in. What is going on? Like, it's nuts. You already have me. I don't know. And me paying it 10 hours from now or 2 hours, it makes no sense. Anyways, if the email hasn't arrived, check GG profile purchase as well. Yeah, I just keep checking the purchase. I just have like the Green Man Gaming purchase thing out, and I just keep refreshing the page, dropping the little box, and then it's like awaiting key, and I'm like, great, kill me. Fluff says, as a streaming in, you'll also be able to unlock augments, location rank specific, unique, but universe. Yeah. It's like you basically, I think you have like 6 nodes. Like they try to show it here for a brief, quick little sec. Is it this? No, guys. I'll be honest, I don't know if I love the real-time grilled meat, okay? I think it's weird. I don't know, hot take, I don't like it. I like Monster Hunter's weird that, not this. Where is it? This, okay. It's not gonna show up here, but I think when you eventually get by the way, interfacing is so much. There's so much on screen. Anyways, yeah. The other thing we could talk about that was pretty cool. So basically, this is something I think is actually genuinely neat. I heard someone say that like, basically like your movement or whatever, your distance clear or your stamina or whatever is inducive of your character's size. But no, it's actually, well, kind of. Basically it's your leg length. So it's like your height, but mostly your leg length. It seems to massively contribute. So if you're shorter, you have more stamina, recovery, but if you're taller, you theoretically can cover more ground faster. So I mean, to be honest, if you're an archer, it's pretty. You want the stamina and not the, specifically a magic archer. You want the stamina and not necessarily the speed to get there, because we're gonna be so far back anyway. As long as we're not playing like shit and not like positioning ourselves in a smart way, yeah, we should be fine. Anyways, what's good, Catman says, yo, I'm planning on doing greatsword or a spear. Ooh, dude, the mystic spear hand looking clean, man. I will say I'm a little sad. I was hoping that there'd be like a full-on tank build. Like, one of my favorite characters that always stays in my brain despite me not loving the show as much as I would have liked is the Dragon Prince. There's like a character in there with, like a girl, it's like an auntie essentially, with short hair. I think she got a tattoo on her face maybe, but anyway, she has like a giant shield, and that's the way she kind of fights. And I just love the idea of like a shield maiden, basically, like this fucking juiced out of her mind awesome person who just uses a shield to like just basically brutalize and protect. I love that. I don't think we're going to be able to do that in this game. We'll be able to have a shield, that's fun, but we're not going to be able to make her, like, the shield a good weapon, I don't think, which is a little lame, but maybe we'll see. Maybe there's, like, a whole ass shield build, and I have a fear that, like, if you just equip a shield, they're going to be like, meh, no, give me a sword, or I'll punch something, I guess, instead of use the whole ass bit of steel on my arm to, of course, hit someone. Anyway, yeah, basically the movement speed, actually it seems like huge. Is it it? No. Is it this? It's this. You actually move significantly faster with long ass legs. Not faster. I mean like further. Yeah, faster and further. I wonder if you get more out of your stamina. Yeah. You look like you got a lot more out of your stamina. Because you have a higher stride. So of course that makes sense. Yeah. Fluff says, it's a minor but still has an effect. It's minor but still has an effect, yeah. In the first game, it was difficult to both unlock all augments without potential negative effects, without affecting your stat growth in a negative way. Words. Now that stat scale with characters level and adjust based on their location. I'm excited for that. I also am curious. I hope you can get stronger. Theoretically, it seems like the big power gain is going to be how much like, I feel like it's going to be based on like if you can get a really god tier ring and like enchantment runes that you can equip on your gear, because theoretically, if you're basically leveling up and everything's scaling to you, then that kind of feels like, oh, I just got a skill and I just leveled up. But sometimes when you're playing games like RPGs, you'll get a skill and you'll unlock something. You're like, great. But then it kind of falls apart because you're like, well, wait, I got a shitty like spell that sucks ass as I reach level 14. But then every enemy around me got stronger. So like I don't have a useful skill, and also I'm weaker now. Or like I'm not more powerful than I was beforehand. So it's a weird scaling thing when everything is constantly scaling up based on your level, because you're like, well, just because I leveled up doesn't mean I got something that made me better, that made me do stuff. Now you probably do some more damage too. But I've never played a game where you haven't gotten into deep levels to where eventually there's a shift to where like it feels like the enemies are getting a lot more buff than you. Now that's probably optimized because a lot of games like this have rings and necklaces and shit, and like special little gems you can put in your armor that gives you strength. I feel like that's gonna be where this game is. That's gonna be where like a ton of power lies. So probably better off to build that, or to grind out that, or to farm that to get good runes and rings and such like that. It's much easier to swap vocations, just get what you want. NA time zone is PC, all get to install at the same time. Yes. I really gotta make sure I keep looking at the very bottom of the chat, just so that Fluff is like, Grin, it's live! Fluff, just spam the shit out of the chat as much as you possibly can. Like, Grin, it's live, Grin, it's live, Grin, it's live, Grin, it's live. Okay. Maybe we don't get it at the same time. I hope we get it at the same fucking time. Also, what's good, Lone? I see you pop in. I'll bring you up to speed in a minute. Only other in other regions or with review copies can play it early. Yeah. Fluff says, honestly, I don't mind it, but it's silly time saver to just show footage and real stuff. Yeah, I don't hate it. It's just one of those things where like I find I don't feel much, but I don't like it. It's not a very powerful dislike, but it is also kind of like, I don't know. I've seen so many people be like, yeah, it's grilled meat. And I'm like, okay, I get catcon flew you out, but come on, man. This is what I need in my video game. Grilled meat. Although, I imagine this was just sanity building for the team. But like, you want to go camping and just film some fucking cool-ass meat shots, I guess? Fuck it. Fluff says fighting is the most fighter is the most defensive tank role location. Warrior being more offensive but still tank. Yeah. The warrior apparently can't have a shield though. Like it's a fighter can only basically the way I've looked at it is fighter. It has a shield and I think it's a sword. I don't even know if you get another thing like a mace. I don't think it's the case, but I think it's just shield. Or shield and sword, I mean. But then the fighter basically just has two-handed weapons, it seems like, a lot of ways. Maybe? No, I don't think it can have dual wield. I think it's strictly a thing. Also, a assassin-like character. Also, Lone, I think if you wanted to go with the assassin class, basically, at the beginning, he looks great. He's actually one of the few classes that at the very beginning, like, regardless of the thing, like, the archer looks kind of fucky as far as, like, how useful he can be. I'm sure he's gonna be good. I just don't know if he's gonna be great. Like people have even said, like the magic archer is so good, but he also has a loss on health. He's weaker, which makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. I seen the assassin class who was like teleporting around, and he just seems like bog standard, really really good without anything. He also has a lot of flash, like just looks really good. That's his gameplay. Mystic Knight had a magic tower shield, and its main gimmick is its elemental repose. Believe fighter inherits some similar, but that's the only part of MK I got. Okay. Huh. What the trying to catch up on chat. Lone says, shit, we're all just a mess, Lone. I was planning on waiting until 7. I probably was bad. I probably should have said 8, which is just wild. Like, we'd be able to play for like 2 hours, and I'd have to get like in the shower, or else I'm not having a shower that day. And your boy is not. No, I'm not gonna not have a shower. Anyway, especially when I go to my sheets. If you're sweating all day, and then you get into your sheets, and then your sweaty body is just sitting there, and it's just compounds. Gugh. No. Anyways, but we'll see. Maybe, again, regardless of what happens today, ladies and gentlemen, if we ever do get to really play this game on a time, we may just hang out and talk with the game and yeah, be sad that we're not playing it. But tomorrow at 1 p.m., we'll be actually playing, so we'll be streaming earlier tomorrow, and I might turn Saturday stream into a hangout still. That'll be the dominant thing we do, but we can also play a game in the background, maybe. But yeah, well, basically I was waiting to play this. I was going to delay the stream, try to download the game, but then I realized that basically, or Fluff helped me realize that basically upload speed and download speed are not the same thing, so I can actually stream and upload things perfectly fine without them messing with the download speed of the game. So yes, should be okay when it comes to downloading the game and not being 4 hours to download. And yeah. Fluff says, so I just gotta scroll down, waiting to see if Fluff spammed the chat. No, we're good, okay. Lone says, no, I read that. Fluff says they changed it's so character power will be more gear dependent and gear will require stats from choose vocations to make the most out of it. Oh, that's weird. So like if I see a dope as hell armor as a bow person, do I need to and it's gonna be like, you need to have magic archer plus 20, I guess, and then like warrior plus 30. That'll be a little shit. That'll be a little ass. You're like, ugh. Augments were also a key part of the character. The right combination of augments, I believe 6 can be activated, can really make a build work. Yes. Hello everyone. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good, Lone. I've had a really weird, man, I'm not sure. Is anyone getting hit by allergies right now? I don't know. It could just be that or I'm sick, but I feel like I'm just tired like crazy. Like I'll be going through, like normally when you like the mid of the day usually just kicks your ass and you're just tired out of nowhere. Probably because we eat at lunch and that kind of just body digests stuff and it slows down. But, boy, Am I not feeling productive? I've done things, but I just don't feel like I'm excited to do them, and I'm like just tired all the time. And I have to like drink 2 cups of coffee just to feel normal, and it's also I feel like it's, allergy shit, like a snotty nose, all that stuff. Not great. But other than that, great. Red says you're early. We are early, Red. Fluff convinced me because Fluff was chatting by himself in the chat, and I thought that's not acceptable. So I'm just gonna jump in. I was also like, but yeah, it made sense. Also, I feel weird not to streaming right now. Like we've streamed at this time for years. At this point, it feels odd to not be streaming right now. You know, my brain's like something's not right. Okay. Fluff says I already got my key from GMG, so I'm reminding it to check it. Oh, you already got them? Oh, fuck. Shit, Fluff. I did not see that. Okay. Let me go here. Just double check. I'm not going to fuck up anything. Okay, good. I'll try to check my email then. Nope, I got it. God damn it, Fluff. You're supposed to spam the chat like crazy. God damn you. Sorry. Activate product on Steam. One of these. Precious minutes of download. Yes. Successfully activated. Download that bitch immediately. No, it's not ready. Okay, but we technically did get the pre-order. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so it's there. Now we just gotta hit the button, gang. When it's available. Whenever that is. Fuck. Okay, good. So that's why Fluff probably was like, now. But still, you could have told me. Yes, what if we go to the store page? That's a dangerous game, all right? I have Steam on 18 plus because I'm not a bitch. Okay, but yeah, we could get trouble fast. Shut up. Game comes unlocked in approximately less than 1 hour. Wouldn't it be awesome if Steam just told you literally their percentage decreasing of a chance that it's available? Wouldn't that be great? But no. All right, well, I'll just chill here for a minute. I don't know if it auto will upgrade. Let's go back to gameplay. Okay, at least we're out of that hellscape. I was really worried it was just not going to be there, and we're going to be sitting not pretty. All right, we're going to be sitting very unhappy, all that. Raid says, I'm chilling, doing my double cloaks on Star. Got it. Star Rail thing is understood. The title lied to me. It did. And honestly, it should have done more lying to you because I didn't even know if we were. I was thinking maybe we should play another game, but also I was like, I don't know, man. I've been like, I even seen Fluff and Red talking about it to some extent in the thing, but basically it's like I'm just kind of waiting in this annoying like want to play it. Like I don't know what it is. This I feel blue balled. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there like, I just want to play it. I keep watching videos for it. They do a really good job of like drip feeding you shit for the whole time of it. I'm just like, please, just let me play this goddamn game already. So the idea that I'm like, when we're like hours away from playing a game, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna pick up Helldivers or Pal World or something. It just feels weird. Like I don't want that. I want this right now. This is what I want. This. God, I hate that Chucky is there. It looks fucking hideous. Jeez. Lol, yes, stream said 8. Yes, but theoretically we will probably be playing at 8, maybe, hopefully, God willing. Fluff says, fighter exclusively gets a shield. Even if you get a fighter weapon as a warfare, you only can use a sword and a mace. That's cool, so there's like that. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to have a fighter as a pawn. Also, I don't know if people, I was a little worried, our beautiful creation, that is our Mommy Valkyrie shield maiden, was going to get like a madness, like plague madness. After seeing her again, I think she's unique enough to where it's not everyone's cup of tea. You know what I mean? I think we're okay. I don't think, yeah. Also, it's not apparently a bad thing if we get the brain rot, whatever it is, dragon brain rot. Lone says, dual daggers are cool as hell and very anime. Lone, yes. Well, also, this is something cool I've seen. This time I didn't know. So basically, if you see an enemy kind of like pause, which I've seen a lot in previews, you can actually like run at their thighs or their legs and like push them, and they'll like topple over. I imagine there's gonna be a ton of attempts where we're gonna do that, and then we're just gonna get fucking backhanded by like a Wolverine claw, and yeah, but that's just a part of the process, baby. 15 minutes. I'll spam then. Got it. What's good, Sparks? Rataskri has played the game already and noted that all of the vocations are very strong, with Archer potentially having some of the best. Let's go! Wait, Archer? Just a bog standard Archer? I thought it was Magic Archer. Yeah, I don't disagree that the Archer is good. I just think when you're looking at the Archer compared to the Magic Archer, I mean, like, it's the thing that pisses me off in so many games where, like, critical damage, like, there's always a class. Usually it's like a Deception Archer class, or not Deception, it's like a Assassin class. It always becomes, like, one of the best endgame classes for one stupid, like, silent rule, which is basically, like, critical damage. Every assassin has critical damage. Turns out it's the only thing that fucking matters in endgame for scaling damage. So it's like, yeah, but also, like, the class that is the most beautiful, like the mage that is doing so much gorgeous shit, is awful. Like, just the worst scale. It's like, why would you make the most pretty and fun to look at class unarguably the weakest oftentimes? And instead, the class that literally does nothing besides shank a bitch, essentially, you make him to have the highest scaling damage, which results in the most boring gameplay. I love that your pawns can catch you. I cannot wait to scream at the top of my lungs, "Mommy, please catch me," and we're gonna, yep, and family is gonna, yep. Also, I so badly want to make a clip of apparently warriors or warfarers, not warfarers, fighters, people who have a shield, can basically, like, essentially break their shoulder, but they basically can, like, shield bash the earth when they're falling. And I want to make so badly, like, a stupid YouTube short of someone, like, yeeting themselves off a highest possible cliff with the shield bash, basically, and with the title being "Aim for the Bushes," essentially, and you just die immediately. Also, I think it'd be a great thumbnail, dude just power bombing, and then you're like, you can clearly see there's no ground in sight, like, you're going far. It'll be great. Spark says, do we know how much storage space we need? 64 gigs or 62 gigs. I thought it was 64 when I looked, but it might be 60. I thought it was 64. Lone says 1 p.m. God damn, that's 3 p.m. my time. I'll just be getting off work. God damn, I'm sorry, Lone. Shit. Shit. Not really, but augments and carry weight are factors for equipping gear. Pretty sure there's augments to boost carry. Gotcha. Got carrying capacity. I don't really know how much value there is to not having most of your pawns just huge. Like, I like that there's an option there, like for mages maybe, because it's stamina recovery. But for most characters, I don't know why you wouldn't just make them massive, like just huge, like giants. Also, I cannot wait to see the scaling size of my archer boy in comparison to our pawn. It's going to be amazing. Love says, so it's too heavy to wear. You'll probably have to switch vocations if you want to wear it or give it to your pawn. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Love says, I told you to check where before you said to spam it. Yes, but I mean, there's 1,000 fluff comments. I'm trying to find the specific one that was like, this is different. You know, it also read out of me, which helps because it appears in golden, orange is what it is. Red says, you need to be better at checking Discord. What do you mean? Why? About what? Also, this is not a problem. This is a problem that I don't want to fix because I have pretty good focus. And it's also a problem. Having good focus also means you just tunnel vision, basically, and you forget most of the shit. But it also helps you be efficient in doing whatever tasks you need to do. So I don't want to be distracted by... I hate when people fucking text message me. Let me put it that way. I don't mind Discord because I can always just say I'll mute it for an hour and I'll come back. I usually remember about coming back and checking something out. But I don't want to stop what I'm doing I need to lock in and finish what I do just because a lot of what I do is like, it's like editing, which you can kick that can down the road so far. And it's also difficult, at least to me. Maybe people are amazing at editing, good for them. But yeah. What's good, Lord? I'll get to the comments in a minute. I'm trying to catch up on the bottom because we just got time to burn at this point. Just a whole lot of time to burn. Let me just jump over here real quick. Let's see. Is it available? Sure isn't. Sure is not. Sure is not. It's okay. Great. Hey, baby. I have been having the same issue. Was not wanting to play anything else, but I've gotten myself motivated to play some things I haven't touched on. Yeah, it's good. That's good. Regular Archer has status effects and uses used to be throwable items, so it'll always be nice to have an Archer as a pawn at least. Yeah. Damn. I always thought, well, we have one. We have a third, but I don't know what my third one will be. So we got our character. We got Fluff's mage, goblin, gobletta, whatever you want to call it, and I don't know what the third one would be. I thought maybe like a special, what is it, a sorcerer maybe, or something else? Because I don't know what the difference between a mage and a sorcerer is. I thought a mage would be support based and a sorcerer would be more attack based, but it could be opposite. I don't know. Applying terror, wet, etc. boost to, the Archer seems like he's gonna be good for status effects, which makes him a good support character. So I don't know, maybe we go with Archer, but I don't want someone stepping on my thing. We need people to do aggro. One's like a tank, but I think we need a little more than that. Or maybe not. Fluff says, Magic Archer is still super strong, but you'll lack physical damage. So it'll have having a fight, warrior, thief, or archer pawn in your... Yes. Fluff says, screw you, gravity, I'm going to the ground. That'd be amazing. I do think it's just a funny concept where you're like, yes, as I'm falling, let me put a shield up. As if that's going to do anything but like break your shoulder even worse, because the shield is steel. You don't want to hit something harder. Yeah, it's dumb. But also great. It looks super cool. It looks very neat. Also, Lord Bray says, yo, what's good, Lord? Have you settled on the character that you were gonna pick? The one that you customized a bunch, remember, and have you settled on one? Redefining FXV also, is it ready? Let me just check. No? Okay. Redefining FFXIV's floor tank. Spark says, I can't download the game yet I can't either. It's waiting, and people are playing it right now, and I hate that they're doing this stupid thing. Fluff says, Red says, I do hope you have fun, Grin. I'll be waiting for the patch. I did see that. I did see that people were having some issues with performance, which we were not shocked by, because it's going to be happening. I also heard people say that, like, I don't know, you never really know, but I feel people are saying that it wasn't as bad. Just like it's one of those games that you don't feel performance as much, I guess. Or not performance as much, I should say. What is there is pretty solid, supposedly. Like, it doesn't deviate from, like, I think it's like trying to hit 30, I'd say 50, 40 maybe, 45. But it doesn't deviate from 40 very much, except for in cities, apparently it tanks. Probably just a lot of shit going on. But I don't know, I'm just going to drop the settings until I get pretty good format, and yeah. Fluff says, you'll want a smaller pawn for Archer, Mage, and Source. Do you, though? Because the recovery of stamina didn't seem that crazy. I hate it! It's weird. I go from yeah. I don't feel strongly for it, I said. Well, Lord says, I looked at some Dragon's Dogma 2 live streams, but they made me yawn. I left. This one is, thank you, Lord. I appreciate you. We're in hell. We are waiting, in fact, and we're just seizing at the mouth. What? Frothing at the mouth is what I meant to say. Seizing also works. Lockjaw, I guess. But, yeah. I just want to play it. And I can't. And we're just, yeah. Love says, for fighter and warrior, they're the one that need high carry weight. Oh, yeah, I see. Yes. Yeah, because they're wearing, like, that's the thing that sucks, because you're like, oh, great, I'm going to make a tank character, and they're also going to be good at carrying shit. No, they're probably going to be weighed down by heavy, thick armor that's going to keep them alive. Also, I will say, what's the other thing I seen here? Like, it's really neat that you can, like, push over limbs. So, like, if a character is like toppled over, you can, like, push out his calf and he'll just face plant, which is neat. What was the other thing? Character stats, again, I think we want long-ass legs. Just a good rule of thumb. Gangly, basically, but not too tall. But most of that height should be in the legs, apparently. Increases your stride, supposedly, which makes some sense. Apparently, arm length is functionally impossible to scale. You having baby raptor arms is almost unnoticeable entirely. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't seem to matter much, which makes sense because that'd be weird. That'd be a weird thing. I do think that's cool, right? What was this? Was it your strength stat or was it your height? That makes sense. So if you're a bigger, taller boy, you can throw things slightly more, I guess. I guess. This is cool. This is really neat. Apparently, there is the option to change your whole character's face. You just have to buy a special little thing. Then you go to a barber and you're like, hey, I have some transformation goop. And they're like, I'll rub it on your face and you'll be fine. What is good, Nub? Nub, why, when, and what, and yes. Are you playing Dragon's Dogma? Or not? For fighter and warrior. Right. I've read that. What's good, Nong? Nong says, top of the hour will be here when it drops. Hopefully. You mean like you'll be here when it drops? Or you mean hopefully the game is here fast? Lub says, all of these features were in the original one. I am pirating it. Well. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I always feel weird about people pirating RPGs of all things. It's always just like, but it's like so much. Like there's like sometimes you pay for a game that's like 40, I don't know, 9 hours, and it's like a story-driven game, and you're like, it's a fucking fully priced $6 game. You're like, listen, man, it's a bit much. Okay, that one I can get people being peeved about, but this game supposedly is gonna have a shit ton of gameplay value. You know what? Live your life, love. Nope, you're yeah. You could make a second support pawn and archer. What do you mean? I thought we could only make one pawn. I want my one pawn to be what do you call it? Shield maiden. A mage is more support oriented. Sorcerer is pure. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Your main pawn will be your tank, whether fighter or not, or warrior. Also, your melee physical damage. Oh, lost stuff. Jesus Christ. Lone says, all right, I'm sold. I'm gonna go thief as my class. This looks sick. What do you call it, Lone? Did you pre-order it or did you buy a hard copy? I know the answer already, but I thought maybe I feel like if you buy hard copy, they should just send you a fucking code just so you can play day one, because it's, yeah, Jesus. Spark says, please have frame generation absolute lifesaver. What's that? Oh, it's like DL, whatever the hell the NVIDIA thing is. Ah, my chest. Nub, have you seen our warrior maiden Viking person? Totally strong, independent woman. Red says, no, Nub says, my phone came with Type-C to Type-C, and I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to charge anything? That's weird. That's very strange. Lub says, also for full clarity, I'm probably playing it from family sharing with. Oh yeah, it makes sense. Gotcha. So you're not actually pirating it, but you're theoretically not investing in it, which is fine. If someone in your family bought it, that's fine. Spark says, Fluff says this game will support FSR and DLSS support, but apparently there's some Fluff showed me in a video. Apparently DLSS on auto does better than DLS on performance, which is odd. But yes. Is it live? Is it live? Nope, sure isn't. Good. Yep. It's 6. It's 6, my guy. It's the global launch. It's 6. Oh, I need to restart Steam? Really? Jesus. Okay. What if I just click over here, then click back to this? Still nothing. Do I close? Do I have to literally restart the whole fucking thing? Wow, that's just dumb. That's just mad dumb, isn't it? Steam. Close. Give it a couple seconds. And load. This item is not yet available, is what I'm getting. I did restart Steam. It did not. It says this. Yep. I need to completely restart it. Let's do it again. Steam is booting back up. Load. Dragon's Dogma. Install! The one that is this fastest. Thank you. Okay. We're downloading, boys. Shit. It says... You guys can see this, I think. It says... approximately 2 hours and 10 minutes. So... Woof. That's what I did. I did the math. That's exactly what the math calculator I said would say. So, hopefully, we can patiently just hang and yeah. Oh shit, Lone just subscribed to the tier 1 subscriber for 45 motherfucking months on goddamn Twitch. Thank you so much, Lone. Appreciate the support, my friend. Lone says, 45 months, only 3 months away from 4 years. Where does the time go? Felt like it was just yesterday when I found your channel. I was a small channel. It was a sophomore in high school. Also, God of Waifus has descended from the heavens. It's on a 5-minute cycle, I think. Yet your stream doesn't update very fast. No, there's so much. There's 2 chats. Nub. There's the YouTube chat and there's a Twitch chat. So it's probably that's the delay. Although there's a delay to be fair. But you're going at 3 ms. That'll go fairly fast. Okay. Good. No, I'm saying Steam. Oh, Steam. Steam updates on intervals. What does that mean? I don't get it. I don't know what's talking. I don't know what's happening. Sorry. I'll try to. If you guys want to clarify, I'll try to. But no amount of CPU optimization will fix the CPU bottleneck. That is why cities drop to 20. I see. Right, so people that say it's not bad, don't mind 30 FPS, not acceptable, but I don't want to be overly negative. I get it. It makes sense. People have different thresholds, and it's honestly, yeah, I would prefer more for what it's worth, but yeah. Lord says, slobbering for the dragon dog. What the fuck is going on? Lord says, slobbering for the dragon's dog. Oh, Dragon's Dogma 2. Oh, I see. You did Dragon's Dogma. Oh, 2 people. But wouldn't 2 imply... Couldn't you do like the peace sign? The peace sign to me would be 2. 2 people makes me think of like a family. But still great. I love the thing. Also a lot. A lot. Mental gymnastics. Lord says, I'm going to play around in Dragon's Dogma character creator. Have fun. Bolty says, hello, what's good, Bolty? Are you ready for Dragon's Dogma? Or are you not? I thought we asked you this before. I thought you weren't getting it. When you see the title screen, you'll realize this isn't Dragon's Dogma 2 at all. This is just what Dragon's Dogma was meant to be 12 years ago. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. I like that. That sounds great. Frame generation is not in the game, though, at least for the copy reviews got. It may or may not be in day 1 patch. We'll see, I guess. It says you can recruit 2 support pawns, having... my mage and other as an archer. Oh, I see. So I can have my pawn, and then I can have one of your pawns. I can have another pawn. So you're saying that other pawn could be theoretically a archer, but I think I thought maybe a warrior would be good. Another type of, yeah. Well, maybe you're right. Maybe archer would be better. I just don't know. That's a lot of pressure to put on the tank, whereas the warrior could also take some aggro, you know. Reflects the GRINN. It's time to restart the thing. Pre-order bought a hard copy. Of course you did, you psychopath. You have the most patience out of all of us. Fluff says, but you're going at 3 ms. That's fairly fast. Bodhi says, I'm also downloading Alone in the Dark. Oh, that's interesting. I've seen a little bit of gameplay, but I wonder what that is. That looks so much better. So much better. Dragon's Dog. Is it supposed to be a ma? Oh, I see. I get it. So ma is literally like a mother and a child, which is ma. Got it. Mom. Dragon's Dog Mom 2. It's awesome what my brain starts to do. It starts short-circuiting. I can't speak. Oh, that's fairly fast. Time? time. Still says 2 hours. I don't know what I was expecting, but yes. Can we not see Horizon Zero Dawn things? I prefer at least 90 FPS. I don't know. I don't know until I play it. Does that make sense? I know like 30 is rough sometimes, but at the same time, if I feel like I got a blessing and a curse, which is goldfish memory, which is, I don't even remember what 90 FPS was, you know, until I experience it. If I experience it immediately and go back, then it's horrible. But yes. Lord says, okay, peace sign. I don't know, yeah. Because I guess that makes sense. You need a mod now. It wasn't count you because it's just Dragon Dog 2. It wouldn't make sense. Yeah. Yeah, I see the problem. It has to be mod. Actually, no, the mod thing was a big brain. That made added up. That made sense to you as a solution. That yeah. Gnawing says, I prefer stable frame rate. Stable at 30 is better than spiky 120. I agree, but at the same time, I also think I prefer it balanced. I want 50 minimum. 50 minimum. But I would also appreciate it being stable. Honestly, I guess you're right. I kind of agree. Because what bothers me is when you're playing, you're like fighting, and then you're like your brain can't adapt. Like the variable frame rate thing kind of racks me a little bit in a weird way. If it's 50 plus, then it doesn't matter. But if it starts tanking below like 30, that irregularity makes your brain go like, ugh, it makes almost dizzy. Also, sorry, nobody. Yeah, I read YouTube chat. Also, when I called to complain about my phone, I was called rude for being very aggressive. After the guy said, "You won't buy a charger for a few bucks." Yeah, that's dumb. That's horrible. One of the things there's a reason why the customer is always right is because you don't gain much by agitating the customer. You know what I mean? That's one of the reasons. But at the same time, yeah, I don't know. It is annoying that, yeah, the phone charger thing is weird. Like, in terms of, like, just, most companies are shitty in that way, I guess. That's why I'm like, it sucks that most companies are this way, but it's fortunate that most companies are. Is that fucking Poe? Kung Fu Panda? Jesus. I'm not, but I'm the rude, yeah, it's dumb. Also, I do notice that, man, as much as people constantly complain about stuff like this, and I get it, I understand, but like, people complain a lot about like the lady who seems disingenuous, who always talks in like variable pitches, basically, like, how are you today? Oh, that's so fun. It's like a wave, basically. As much as those people, I don't know, I'd rather prefer that person who's at least trying. She's like, I'm just trying not to project and anger. But I know it's the same thing with my dad, who's a fantastic man, great person, but they can sometimes sound a way that isn't very warm. So people aren't warm back usually. People are kind of like, ooh, yeah. So some people have that, which I don't think is their fault, and also it's unfortunate people judge people on a surface level, I guess. On such a surface level. Fluff says, gotta let my brother know the key is ready. Let go, Fluff. Off with you. Red says, VRR solves that, Nong. I could tolerate 60 FPS minimum for this game, but I still not even able to achieve that. Yeah, well, sometimes, apparently. Spark says, once you get 144 FPS hard to go back to 60. I got that, Sparks. I got 100 and, I think it was 60. No, it's 170. That's what I got. I got 170. I'm go back. I can go back. I think I was also like, I don't think y'all realize I was forged in like the most shitty gaming experience ever, dude. The reason why is because I fucking stream games and I record games, so you never get consistent gameplay. And on YouTube, there's so much compression that you don't know shit. But boy, oh boy, have you just? Because I wanted to have videos that look good, so I just suffer through some shitty frame rate. And on YouTube, you don't really notice any of that, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I should say. Lone says, Grin, physical copies are superior. You might be kind of right. But I would argue there's a weird company out there. I remember I was watching a news thing that talked about this. But basically, there's a company that basically gives you a game that can run without a key or anything like that. So basically, independent of Steam or whatever publisher that could like yoink your access, it's a fully on file, I should say, that just runs, that just does. And you can even give that file to your friend, and you're good. So that to me is a little. If you get a dongle with like 50 games on it that are all great, probably very high gigabyte, whatever dongle, that'd be huge. That would be great. That would be like apocalypse stuff. You want to carry, if you're in some sort of bad time where the fucking internet goes out, mass like some sort of global wipe, whatever, you're going to carry a stack of 50 fucking video games and be like, these are my treasures. No, you're going to want something that you can keep and then maybe you can access in the future, maybe something. Because I can see a future where Steam and shit and all these companies go out, bang, but then you lose. But then shit doesn't fall apart as well, you know? Apparently, though, Warner Brothers is like killing a lot of shit. They killed Rooster Teeth, all that stuff. We talked about that beforehand. But they also are killing. There's like a VR game called Rick and Morty something, and they're destroying the VR game, which actually looks like a very fun VR game. Even though I think a lot of us are kind of like Rick and Morty's a lot, but yeah. All I care is having a stable frame rate, says Nub. Also, Nub, what vocation are you playing? Sorry, that's what the next thing I want to ask you. What vocation are you going to be playing as? I would assume the wizard, but maybe it's the fighter. No, it wouldn't be the fighter. It'd be the warrior, whatever the other one is. My nose. If it's, I don't care about FPS. If it's playable, it's playable in my eyes. All I care is having stable frame rate. The guy told me all the phones are like this, so I told him then I won't be buying a phone at all. Well, that's just not true. Not all the phones are. I mean, there is something happening where when there's a piece of technology that is infinitely better in terms of recharging speed and stuff like that, then yeah, there's mass adoption usually. But I don't think that's what's happening. I think I think Apple basically ruined everything where they're like, yeah, well, let's just get another investment dip, basically. Also, check on the completion. We got an hour and 55 minutes. We're about 15% there. No, 10%. 10% there, gang. I don't know if it's downloading faster. It's 60. It's 60. Why isn't it 70? Okay. My MBPS, whatever it is 70. Oh, sometimes. I guess maybe some other people are using the internet. I don't know. Nog says, oh wait, I gotta catch up. So many people commenting. Nog Vita says, a bit, but doesn't fit at all. I'm very sensitive to stutter/drops that drop from 60 to 50. Horrendous to me. Yeah, man, you would hate VR, I bet. Because that's, imagine if you dislike it, it's probably induces some sort of motion sickness or brain weirdness, which is very much VR if your motion sickness hits. ETA for me is 18 minutes or so, and I'm about at 80%. You got 18 minutes until you can play? I still got 2 hours. Yeah. Well. Nog says, I usually run at 120 FPS. Damn. You almost have good ass PCs. What's good, VCDQ? It's a big ass name. They can't really be said. It seems like. My TV is a whole 60 cap, and I can still tell the difference between the 30 and 24. 12 years ago on it. Now, yeah, I think most people can tell. Especially if you're playing FPS games where you can like really see it. If you have a 170 monitor, I recommend setting your refresh rate to 169, as it helps the longevity of the screen. What is it at right now? It is at 165. Yeah. Also, I think my Windows browser does not let me run it at the max capacity for whatever reason. Which probably is a good thing, now Fluff mentioned longevity. Red says, well, it depends on the game, I guess, but 30 FPS feels atrocious to me. I'll take a stuttery 90 FPS over 30, assuming it's actually 90 FPS. and the camera is not locked at 60 like in Shrouded. I don't know. I'm new to this decent PC game. All right. Alone in the Dark is a horror game that looks pretty good. Friend finally finished Alan Wake 2, so it's my turn now to play a game. Ooh, yeah, I did see like they flew out a bunch of content creators to play it. A very good marketing strategy from them. It looked neat. It was one of those weird marketing strategies where I'm like, this is not the game. Like you're doing like an escape room, and I'm like, what is the game? I mean, like yeah. But apparently, that game Alone in the Dark has a lot of like heavy hitters in the horror space who made it. I think the people who made Amnesia and such, or one of them. Nog says, like shooting, prefer 60, 120. The more, the better. Yeah, for shooters, yeah, you really see it. For this game, I think you would. I don't know, because there's a lot happening on screen, which is abnormal for most of these games. Most shooters don't have like particle effects and you know, all these weird animations and like 3 other pawns on screen and the dynamic like flowing of grass, you know. Some would argue that's their fault for doing all that to them, but yeah. Lone says, you'll see me with my crate of video games in the apocalypse, just like fucking, not today, bitch. It's gonna be that absolute lunatic, psychopath, just fucking completely feral at this point. One day I'll play my games. Lone, the fucking grid has been completely eviscerated. We're never gonna have energy again. No, one day. Younger says, Beetlejuice, he'll have his gamer cup, his waifu cup in one hand as well. Younger says, Beetlejuice 2 trailer dropped today, and Ark, the animated series, was released. Yes, what is Ark? What is Ark Survival? What do you mean? Ark animated series. What is that? What is that? But it's interesting to see Beetlejuice 2. I wonder how it is. I have lost most faith in them doing, you know, good reboots or successions, I suppose. Red says, you can ask Fluff, though. I am also extremely sensitive to FPS fluctuation. Yeah, no, I know. I get that. Yeah. You bring it up a lot, so I feel like it's probably a bigger thing for you than other people necessarily. My heart. VCD says, do you play Dragon's Dogma 1? Okay, here's the thing. I couldn't afford a lot of games, basically, at that time. So what I ended up doing is I ended up just watching a ton of people play through the game, a ton. I got really into the build community for the game, and I fell in love with it. And then I always had the ambition to go back and play the game, but then I never really did. I think I started to once, and I was like, this is great, and then I just stopped because it was a new game that I wanted to make content of, so then I had to jump off. But I have, in a weird synthetic way, been through the whole gambit. I don't remember the story too much just because, I don't know, man. It was the least cool thing about the game, I think. I think the coolest part was the builds. You can ask Fluff, though. All right, I heard that. Oh, you're lower than I thought. I was reading it as 60 MG, but it's megabytes. We just have a different... Oh, I see. Yeah, it's not... I don't know, Fluff, because it's... I don't know how I would increase this, you know? Because I feel like it should... See, that's its peak. And I do have it trying to grab as much as humanly possible. But yeah, it's slow. It's slow and even a little bit painful, okay? Spark says 5 more minutes and mine's ready. Great. You guys let me know how fun it is. Bully says, I think it was Amnesia. Yeah, and so, wait, it was Amnesia and Soma. Soma I remember people talking about because apparently Soma's just great in general. We're at 15%, gang. Boldy says, I think it was Amnesia and Soma. Boldy says, Red says, I'm playing Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen right now. That's fun. That's a good pregame. Be able to really feel the difference. What is your download speed for your internet? It is 72 when I looked up. No, it was, I think it was either 72 or 67. Around there. 67 to 72. Or was it 78? I think it was... It might have been 78. Now I think about it. Maybe been 78. Download. 20 upload. Not very good to upload. Yes. Also, no says, and my strongest character leveled. Wait, I had another character that leveled half as one class, and half as another. So I had even defense. Got it. And my strongest character leveled as assassin when ranking up magic archer. I got a skill to use as an assassin for instant kills. Nice. Damn, Nubs, you had a whole ass build. So are you going assassin then? That was actually the class I would pick the least for you. I wasn't that surprising. It's capped. Have you seen a video on earthbending game? I haven't. Oh, wait. You mean Rumblers? Yes. That's an old one. Also, internet speed doesn't matter for Steam. I don't know. I just did an internet speed and it just said 70 MB or something. Yeah, MB, I think that's what it was. I don't think it was 700. It was 72.000, whatever it was, point something. Lone says, Grin, it's either that or I'll leave them locked away in a bunker. That way, one day after the apocalypse, I can return. Yes, you'll be like the what is it called? The grand historian who like keeps all of the world's books, like an eccentric billionaire who just keeps all the world's books, except you'll be the weirdo with a bunch of obscure games, essentially. But you'll have done a good bit of work for humanity. We'll all appreciate you then, for sure. Yes. 17%. Come on, baby. You're so slow. Yeah, I did. I think 78 was the peak when I scanned my thing. But Fluff was telling me that a little bit, and I was like, Fluff, I went and looked up on a calculator thing, where I was like, okay, if I have this internet, and this is how big the file is, how long will it take me to download this thing? It said 2 hours, and then I did another internet test, and it said like 78 or something, like it was super close to 80, and then I did it again, and it was like, no, it's still, yeah, you shaved off 10 minutes, it's still gonna take a long time. And I was like, great, good. Laura says, I'm making a wild elf pond just for fun. Do it, Laura. I can't wait. I bet it's gonna look great. Hope I can see these ponds at some point. We have Discord. I'm not sure if you're willing to put them there, but I bet they'd be looking great because you put a lot of time into them. We do not have GB internet. It's not standard here. In Canada? Or you mean in internet? Or I mean if I can in US? In Canada, yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird because our internet's so annoying because I don't know. Like, internet in general is just a stupid scam. It's like so often that you have to like complain to get what you've actually paid for. And also, when you go to cancel, that's when they give you like a good deal. So it's this weird like chicken, cat and mouse kind of thing. You know? It's messy, stupid, dumb, big dumb. Fluff says, his speed is in megabytes read. It's not as fast as I assume. Yeah. I'm having a fun time, though, hanging out with you guys, talking random shit. I am a little sad that you guys are playing. And I am just sitting here. So not only are content creators ahead of me, but my own community, which is a little unfortunate. But hey, have fun, guys. Get it. I'm also scared to like open up the game creator because I don't know if that will theoretically have some sort of thing. Do you guys see that weird shit where like I think it was EA has like a cheat, an anti-cheat system where a hacker was able to punch through it and then just had like free control over all of these games, or your whole PC, which was hella sketchy because already anti-cheat's already a hard sell for a lot of people. So the fact that that's fucking up that badly is not great. Not great. Nong says, so rough math would be 8 for Mbps if I remember my computer file size shit right. not sure what you. I'm not sure what that. What do you mean? What do you? Lord says someday I'll post some just. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. Lord, it'll look great, fantastic. I will say the one thing I have noticed that stood out in a big way in this game. Man, the armor looks great. All the armor has like flowiness to it. Apparently, there's hair physics. So as much as this game may be a performance hell, it does look like it does nail what I think a lot of people do find pretty. Like instead of it being like super realistic flesh graphics, instead it's like cloth physics, which I think a lot of us don't experience a lot of, unfortunately, in modern gaming. Have you seen the more you look at it, the slower it gets? I know. It will download faster if you play Let It Die. It will not. Stop. Stop, Nub. Nub says, I have 1 GB, but I pay for 120. Yeah, that's brutal. That's terrifying, Nub. Jesus. Bits, not bytes. Bits are smaller than bytes. Like my download speed for Steam is currently 45 MB, while you are having 60 MBS. So are we literally like fucking terabytes to gigabytes basically? So it's like no, it's not even. It's a massive decrease. It's like it's like a cent compared to $1. 100 cents is $1. Brutal. Funny because I don't really find I have a hard time. Like I can download like 4K videos on YouTube and watch them fine. So it's weird where that kind of happens. Fluff says, and the only fix I can suggest would be, well, having internet play. Yeah, better internet play. Yeah. Also, Grin, how's your week been? It's been pretty good, Lone. I mentioned this a little bit at the top, but have anyone else been getting hit by allergies? Nobody? Just your boy just suffering and alone? Man, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's allergies or just people getting me sick. People giving me the common cold, but I've been feeling like nasally, and I've been feeling like tired. Maybe just we're coming out of winter. I thought you usually get tired when you're going into winter because your body's kind of like, all right, it's cold. Stop doing something. I find I am more tired right now going into summer. Maybe it's because of allergies. I don't know, but yeah, I don't find I'm just drained. You know, not you. Well, that's good. I'm happy that you're not getting sick because I want to spread it. But essentially, yeah, it was rough. I made 2 videos though. 2 videos were fun. One of them is a goofy fun showcase of a cool mod author who's making a lot of cool maps in Bone Lab, and then another one is of us becoming FPS prototype, which is, you know, like the prototype game. There's like a mod that lets you have basically prototype powers, which is just awesome, very cool. Although I probably should have formatted them differently, but anyways. Oh, are we probably maybe 25% there? 21%. It's 21%. Gang, it's 21%. Just want to see something. Download region. It's Canada. Yeah, okay. Limited download speed not clicked. Schedule auto updates. Allow downloading during gameplay. I click that off because I don't think I want that to go on. Throttle download while streaming, also off. Display download rate in bits per second. It's not doing that. It's doing it in Mbps, whatever that is. And yeah. Well. Okay. Sad. Actually, let me find another bit of gameplay so we're not looking at the same thing. Vocation. There. Mute that. Good, that's going. I don't want to increase our download. No, stop. Stop it. Stop. I should probably close that. Also, I didn't think about this. I could theoretically throttle my stupid browser so that it's not sucking up all of the internet, or, yeah. This might make everything look like shit. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't. We'll see. My beady eyes. Fucking. GRINN used the Marvel video loop, but we're gonna watch that on Saturday maybe. I guess. I will say the Unreal stuff looked very cool. I also really like that guy you sent me a video of. He seemed like a good bloke. It's just gonna be a peep. I feel like maybe this is weird. Yeah, I don't know if we should know, because it's not. It's just, we're waiting for Dragon's Dogma. It's weird to watch the like. It looks people are gonna come in here and be like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I'm like, "No, we'll get there eventually." Oh, not that one. What was the one I just clicked on? I closed it. Me opening up so many videos is gonna kill my download. Nub says, the more you look at it, the slower it gets. I have 1 GB right up here. I'm a look. Gotcha, Nub. Yep, I turned off my internet, or turned down my internet speed, and that's killing me now. Can we get away with this molecule? Maybe. It's growing. We're okay. Golly. Nong says, hey, at least you have an actual ISP. I have to get my net through cell phone towers where I live. That's brutal. Have you tried? I see people getting to Starlink, which is apparently okay, but yeah. Damn. Man, if we could just have good internet all easy, breezy, that'd be great. MB is bits. MB is... Wait. MB lowercase is bits. Capital MB is bytes. What the fuck is that? Why do you be MB BT instead of BB? So it displays as bits per second rather than large bytes. You're essentially got 6 to 7 MB. That's heinous. And you got 60 MB? Shit. Fuck. Red says, GRINN, use the Oh, no, yeah. I know it feels weird to have that going when we're not, you know. Also, it does look like shit, even though we put it on decent quality, but I guess it's just like, can't happen. It still looks brutal. There we go. It looks okay now. Love says, a Marvel video? We want Disney coming out? No, it's like it's more of like a what's it called? Epic Games engine showcase, which does look pretty cool. Which looks pretty cool. But yes, oh my arms. Lone said, also, Lone, how was your day? Sorry, Lone, you asked me, you son of a bitch. How was your lovely day? Maybe it's a shit day. Hit me with it. What do you get up to this week? How's the job also? I haven't had an update on that in a while. I don't know if it's changed completely or if it's same old, same old. Lone says, is there a Marvel game coming? Yeah, there's a Marvel game coming out where it's Captain America versus like Black Panther, and it's made by the same person who made Uncharted 1 and 2, 3 maybe as well. But yeah. But then, fantastically, they decided to pull in the Last of Us brothers, whatever, to finish 4 and 5, which I've heard were people's least favorite of them. But hey, yeah, shocker there. Red says, should probably set the video to 720p. Is it affecting it in a massive way? No, that's the thing. We're at 26, baby, and we got now we got 74 up, gang. We got 74. That's huge. Absolutely massive, okay? That did help limiting the whatever sucking power of my stupid browser. Look at us go. We're not gonna be able to play it today. Oh. What was the time allotted? How much time did we kill? We're not even an hour in. I love not being able to preload games. What a awesome thing on a big ass RPG game where there's already people playing the game and showing people. So it's not like, it just makes no sense. It just makes no sense why you not have a preload thing. What's wrong with you? Red says, it's fair, should probably set it to 720p. I sent you a link loan. Unreal Engine 5 showcases a Marvel 1943. It is still Uncanny Valley a little bit. We could fuck it. Who cares? Who gives a shit? I don't want to mess with the internet more. I was gonna load up another video. It looks like there's still this weird Uncanny Valley stuff to it, but it is like consistently impressive. I will say there is still the thing where like Unreal Engine is just like, how do I put it? People always say like, is in the thing where this guy was reacting to this video, or this engine showcase essentially, a new upgrade for Unreal. He was basically saying, one of the people commented basically said, "Is there a game that runs well on Unreal Engine?" And to me, I wonder what came first, like the chicken or the egg in this sense. It's always the egg. But anyways, basically, is it the Unreal seemingly is trying to make it much easier for people to basically have easy access to have like beautiful looking games, and they're trying to like streamline a lot of the problems that come with you having really nice looking games. But because it's almost like if I made it easier for you to have more but have to do less, is that always for the best? Because a lot of people will just get in the habit of doing much less. So they won't go through the effort to optimize their stuff. They won't make sure to like turn off stuff as you get farther away, and they'll just kind of let your PC face tank most of the effort needed, you know. But I've seen that still. I haven't seen that beaten back yet, where there's like a consistent amount of Unreal Engine games that run really well. It's seemingly always Unreal Engine. There's a good chance it's going to look beautiful, but kind of run rough. But again, I don't know if it's because it's just developers not optimizing their shit and getting too complacent with the fact that Unreal Engine does a lot of that for them, or what? Who knows? Lone says, my day was good, job. Your day was good. Your day was good, job, same. Okay, so same, job was good too. The ReZero collab dropped in Nikita. Did you get the characters? Are you still, by the way, you haven't given me an update on your overall luck. Have you still gotten all the characters you want, or has the Piper come to collect in an unfortunate way? I got Emily on in 120 pulls. That's okay. It's good. Back in the day, you get like 4 of her at that point. To be honest, I spent more than I wanted to on her, but I got some other good stuff along the way. Great. The one thing that stands out is I got Emily, and you have to work for it. Not to say that Emily is the worst, okay, but to have to work for it, that's a little much. For your wallet to have to work for it, that's unfortunate. Oh, I'm so hungry. I do have Doritos right there that I could eat. I also have pretzels, but I could eat too. But Doritos, man, I was not a big Dorito guy back in the day. Just kind of was like, okay. I was more of a Miss Vicky's, if you guys know them. It's a Canadian maybe brand. It's just like a really hard, crunchy, spicy chip, basically. In hindsight, not a good idea. My teeth are like kind of cracking a little bit. Like they just kind of have. I chew on too hard of things, basically. Anyways. But man, in recent memory, as me kind of falling out of being a chip person, Doritos hit for me now. I don't know what that is. It's probably a lacking of a type of food, like a lacking of a vitamin or something. That your brain is subconsciously like, there's fucking iron in this, I guess, or some weird shit. Lone says, but now I can save for Rem, Beskar. Some would say you should have just saved for Rem, but the heart wants what the heart wants, even if it's not good for you to want a person that doesn't love you nearly as much as Rem would. But hey, also I do think this is weird. There's this weird thing here where there's like a spec. God damn you! Come on, this. So the mystic, whatever her person is, the stealth mage. There's a weird like super situational skill here where you can like make a fog bridge essentially, and then the people jump to him. But when are you going to use this outside of that, where you can make like a fog bridge, and then these like ghouls jump across it because it's fake? It just seems like such a weird thing to be like, how many bridges are in this game for this to be a skill? Red says, I'm less impressed by the characters' animations and stuff, and more impressed by the environmental tools. I really like the cloth movement and such. That's what stood out to me in a big way. But you're saying you like the mud and the gunk and the lighting and the fog. I will say the fog looks crazy. The fog, or not fog, the smoke, I should say. The smoke in the Unreal Engine trailer looks wild. That seriously looks kind of crazy. Grin, go get some food. We shall wait in chat. No, it's not. Well, I could get a snack. Food is different. I don't like to eat. I'm not sure if you guys are like this, but I'm pretty anal about like my like ending of the day process. I'm usually, especially on these days, after I'm done streaming, I streamed a good bit, so I kind of naturally, because you're like high energy, your brain's working essentially, I sweat a little bit, so then I go and have a shower because I'm disgusting. So then I go to have a shower, and then I warm up my food. I eat at like 8 p.m. Yeah, probably later today, unfortunately. And then I basically sit down. I'm fully clean. I'm a clean boy. And then I got my plate of food in front of me. It's all warm, ready to go. I shove a bunch of vitamins in my mouth. Then I start to eat, but not before I find a video to watch, which usually is, food's cold by then if I find something. Especially on Thursdays or Fridays, sorry. The guy who I follow for news doesn't upload on Fridays, Thursdays, all that shit, or Fridays and Saturdays and shit. So I have to find some random other shit to watch while I eat. And there's a specific category of what you can watch and eat at the same time. Okay? It's not just nothing. It's a balance, okay? You gotta find something that is not interesting enough to where you gotta be locked in. And yeah. And yeah. But I might tear into the Doritos. Like a true gamer, alright? I will eat just handfuls of Doritos. Okay, Doritos. Malone says, I had to get... So I don't want to go get food, by the way, to not have my fun process of like winding down in the night. I had to get at least one copy, Grim. I got all of the Nikitas. If I miss one collab character, the missed spot is my Nikitapedia Pokedex would bug my god. You're a weirdo. You're an absolute freak. But we love you. The fact that you're like, I need them all. I remember back in the day, there was a kiddo I knew who wanted to get every waifu in Genshin. Thank God he evolved. Because that would have been a horrible thing to see through. Jesus Christ. Anyways. Fluff says, on the plus side, Grin, at least those of us that are playing already are able to offer up our pawns by the time you get there. Yeah. It's great. It's awesome. I'm so... Yeah. 34%, boys. We're not... as soon as we get to an hour, I feel like I can grind through it. But until we get to an hour, I feel like it just takes us long. When something's an hour away, 30 minutes away, 40 minutes away, that's I can figure that out. When something's 2 hours away, or an hour and some change, just feels so long. You know what I mean? Eek. Well, we might gang. We might just be able to get through the tutorial. I'm so sorry. But we'll play tomorrow early, probably at 1 p.m. At minimum 1 p.m. I might do some bullshit to you and be like, fuck, I don't want to play too bad. It's 12 p.m. Fuck it. But I gotta eat, so dude, man, there's so many characters I want to play in this one. I will say, as much as I do want to play the spear hand, I just gotta love spears. I love spears so much. Most of the time they're done shittily in games. But, yeah, I love spears. I do feel like I haven't seen enough flair from this class. Is the spear hand? I want to see more from him. He just looks... His abilities look great for what it's worth, but I don't see that. It doesn't seem like there's that many of them. I also don't know what... I guess for like the magic archer, there's things that make sense to me in sense of like, oh, there is certain skills that seeming like they consistently hit. So you shoot one arrow, and then the 4 arrows continually just swarm around the enemy, infinitely hitting them, which is awesome. But then there's also like nuke abilities where you're just casting like a giant missile basically that just nukes an enemy's health. All that stuff seems great, but you can also piece together like, oh, I could make a build where I just basically chain detonate high impact damage bolts and just fucking and just do a lot of damage. Bang, bang, bang! I didn't like the sound I made. I didn't feel like it was worth it. Anyways, but this one, I haven't seen how he can be built essentially. It just seems like he's got a really solid shield / dodge. He also seems like he has a really good get to my enemy, which seems good. But I haven't seen like, and then there's this one ability which he has here, where he kind of goes and has like it reminds me very much of Shadow of War, where he has like an echo of himself that is doing damage. That looks rad. But I don't know if that can be like built upon. Like, can you make that constantly chain out to where you just have like a spear guy just fucking rolling with you, you know? Guys, I'm tearing in the Doritos. I'm starving. Luckily, we have yummy salmon today, which is great. Oh, it's so good. An old but a good one. I should not eat with my right hand. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I hit the mic. I didn't mean to hit the mic. Oh. Calories. Pure carbs, baby. Lone says, oh my god, you guys comment so much. Red says, read that. Red says, just the fact that how they can dynamically change the environment in real time, what they showed. At one point, devs used to have to... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I saw it, yeah. The part where you're referring to in the Unreal Engine demo, basically, they were able to, like, dynamically basically put snow on top of barrels, and it looked real. And I imagine it could probably be messed with. But beforehand, like Red's saying, you had to basically model a barrel with snow on it. So you couldn't just, like, dynamically increase, like, push a lever, and it would just systematically just put down snow where it would physically actually be. And stuff like that. So you have to make one model, whereas now it seems like you can just overlay all of it, because they base the whole premise of the new big Unreal Engine thing is the layering system, which basically lets you layer, like, okay, there's dirt, gravel, then there's some like gross shrubbery, then there's snow, and then there's mud on that snow. So because you can layer it, you basically can tone that down or increase that given what you want to do, which you wouldn't think is like that big of a deal, but supposedly from what you used to have to do, it's like, yeah, but most because I just don't know what people had at a base, so it makes sense that that's a big deal if you know where you it's almost like Photoshop. Like, of course you can layer things, but like, no, it's not a thing, especially for a massive environment. Lone says, then Archeron dropped in Honkai Star Rail on Tuesday. We're hyped. Your wallet is just screaming, and you just bought a fucking $80 game. Golly, Lone. I'm sorry. Man. Fluff says, friends pawns are free to recruit, so you don't have to have any level. Yeah, I did see that. I also seen that, like, I have a bunch of questions I'm hoping to find an answer to soon when we actually play. But one of the things I'm curious about, how do you get your pawns to have attributes, essentially? So I seen that people said, I imagine that's going to be a part of like the character creator for your pawns, is to basically be like, hey, can you, can you learn Elvish? So I'm not sure how you go about teaching your pawns Elvish, but I imagine there's other things like that. Like there's passive traits or buffs that your pawn could theoretically have. Yeah. That your pawn could theoretically have. That would help you in some drastic way. Like, maybe it's like, you know, if your pawn is really good at taking damage. I hope it's stuff like they inherit just by playing a certain way. So if they take a lot of damage as, like, the warrior, or as the fighter, maybe they just get more debuff or defensive buffs. But it might be something as simple as, like, you doing a quest, and, you know, at the end of the quest, you have, like, a pond or something that's like a sacred pond of healing or something like that. Whoever steps in the foot in the pond gets an inherent trait, but only one person can do it. So you can pick yourself or your pawn. Fluff says, Mystic Spear Hand really harkens back to Insect Glaive, so I'm sure, yeah, I was about to say. Also, though, the Mystic Knight to me does seem like I could get my summoner fixed. Lone says, and Grin, there was a time in Genshin, it was when Inazuma released, it was in the trenches of waifu, dropping left and right, but Genshin left a scare that can never be a scar that can never be healed. At this, yes, oh, good. Adapt, overcome, learn, push past the pain. Also, Nova says, it's down to 1 hour. Is it? Let's see. It is almost. We have 8 minutes until it's down to 1 hour. It's still an hour, guys. It's not 8 minutes. Nova says, GRINN, what's your percentage at? It was at 40%. It's not even half. Fuck. God damn it. It's almost 7. Shit. We have like an hour of gaming. I'm having a great time, okay? I definitely wasted a nice thumbnail on a fucking nightmare of a stream, but hey. Nub says, I'm capped at 1 hour, 20 minutes total. So you even beat me? I thought you were saying you had really bad internet. Nub says, cause it's the faster, wait, it's faster. My PC can store data in HD. Oh, I see. I did put it in a solid, my actual raw. The thing my thing is on. What is it called? Yeah. I installed it on the driver, or not the driver, the memory storage, the storage that is also my Windows is installed on that, the main solid state drive. That makes sense. That's just because we're trying to get anything. You know what I mean? I just started downloading a few minutes ago, and it's at 10%. This is the kind of person Nub is. This is the kind of person Nub is. A cruel man. A cruel man. Love says, all of the melee vocations feel similar to Monster Hunter concept. I agree. I get that same vibe, especially with the climby weirdness. That makes sense. Except for, well, I feel like the assassin feels a little bit different. But maybe. Arguably the mystic mage guy, the support class essentially, could be theoretically like the weird. There's like a Monster Hunter weapon where it's like basically like a drum or a flute or a guitar or a bagpipe. I think that's also what it could be. Lone says, like to play again, but my mind just associates the game with boredom, and I can't either, Lone. I am sitting here sweating, hoping goddamn Withering Waves is everything I want it to be, and I'm ready to be disappointed. I'm ready to be hurt again. Lone says, but then that Rem banner dropped, and I got my wallet on deck. I'm going from an MLB, 4 copies, no questions asked. Yeah, no, I agree. Everyone has their thing. I'll be honest. If there was some, I'm not sure I had that for an anime character necessarily, because I just don't like a lot of them so much. I like the story necessarily, not the character. But yeah, I would say like Rem would be someone I'd save for. But I feel so weird about paying for I'm happy I never really got sucked into the gotcha. Like, you know? Although I guess your time is more valuable. Yeah, I probably just have a warped perception of it. Like, I'd rather save for it than buy it with money, but it's probably dumb. Like, if you just worked 4 hours at a minimum wage job, you could theoretically get a good amount of money. Probably not minimum, but if you get a decent job and you work there, and you probably have enough to buy whatever you want, you know? And then some. Love says, Pawns, being an Elvish interpreter, is one of his specializations. It seems like they might only have one special. I was going to ask you this, Fluff. What are we doing? Is Gobla, your little cute goblin elf thing, is she going to be Elvish, or am I going to be Elvish? Let me know, because I'm going to take your pawn, because I need a mage, essentially, and it works out. Also, I think it's just funny. I think it's just funny. My character's just like a magic archer. I have a gigantic Amazonian woman, and then we have this tiny Keebler elf looking ass goblin who is burned apparently, which looks rad, but also like, ugh. And it's just, the antics are gonna be great. I can't wait to yeet Gobla just straight into hellfire, okay, and to just to dive in Valkyrie's arms, we'll say. Raid says, "Oh yeah, Lone. I'm trying to get Archron E2 and her light cone. What do you and Raid, or Lone and Raid, feel about the weird drama associated with the special server that certain people have access to?" I feel like as most people who are not content creators are like, dude, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what you're talking about. Also, there's something that I don't know about. I inherently get really annoyed whenever I hear a content creator say views. I don't know what it is. Something about my brain. There is a time and a place, like if you're talking about a subject of, you know, YouTube or something like that, maybe. But I just hate, it just sounds like, I need more money. Why would I do this for anything but money? You know what I mean? I'm not sure if anyone else gets that sense, but yes. Nope says, and we download at the same time. I'll make my pawn. Oh, sorry. I got 1 bit as 10 times better than yours. My bro is downloading it in about 30 minutes. He's going at 4x speed I am. And we have download the same time. I make my pawn tank all the time. That annoys me is the game has such a multiplayer casting system in place with rituals magic, but is always single. But yeah, that's everyone's main criticism with the game. Everyone's like, please let this out, man. If I don't want to be like a nihilistic bastard, but I could totally see this. Apparently, one of the things that's present with this game is I've heard every reviewer who has done a review of it say, I love this. I'm so happy that this game exists. This will not be for everyone. The reason why usually is because it's not coddling you in any way. It doesn't tell you where quests are necessarily. You get attacked constantly. The frequency of you getting attacked is kind of a lot. Like it's not like a Skyrim where you can like kind of have a moment of levity and kind of like run around a trail and be like, this is fun. And you get attacked by like a fucking bear and you kill it immediately and you run, keep going to Firestone or whatever the hell it's called. No, there's like a ton of battles that's constantly pushing shit at you like that. So yeah. Also, I do think like there's night apparently is horrible. And yeah, just like there's things that are abrasive, I think, which some people are going to love and some people aren't. So I think that if you were in the same position as this guy who's designing this game, who I think is working for Capcom, if Capcom was like, we're willing to invest, let's say, I think this game probably, I wouldn't be surprised if it cost 200 million or 150 million to produce. I could see him being like, no, I want to do it in this way. I want to do it in this way. Let me do it in this way. And they'd be like, okay, but would you be willing to double dip in a way and then make a variant of this where you can have multiplayer? But also there is Dragon's Dogma Online. So maybe they're thinking that way. Maybe they're like, we just don't want you to make anything that cannibalizes what is already a really good revenue stream for us, which is our online thing. So I could see that also being a thing. But I think that's just like corporate nonsense that doesn't make a lot of sense. But yes, 48%. We're at least past the hour mark, baby. Now it says, Dragon's Dogma Online was a thing, but not anyone anymore. I don't like it too much. It was too pay to win. Online was shit. Shut down 2 years. Oh, I thought it was still going. Shit. As far as I thought it was still going. I didn't know that. Red says, lol, I specialize in talking less math. What? What? Lol, is that one of the genuine things? That'd be hilarious if they put that there. Lol says, Raid, I'm going for is the E0 light cone. Oh, it's starting to fight me. We still got 75. It's weird because I looped it, so it should basically just keep using its old footage that it got. Weird. Is it staggering? On the off chances, let's just do that. Oh, my nose. I wish you luck, Lone, says Raid. Are you in, Lord? Lord says, Keebler elves? They're uncommonly good. Really? At making cookies. Ooh, I can't wait. Hopefully, well, I don't know. Keebler elf is a goblin. It's a goblin. 100% a goblin. It's not a Keebler elf. Keebler elf is just a small entity of whatever. I just call it as a short thing, essentially. Lone says, I was more shocked. I watched a video comparing endgame in different Hoyoverse games between Honkai, Impact, Genshin, and Star Rail. And Genshin has so much less compared to the other two. Yeah. Again, I think they just don't want to rock the boat of the cash cow. Fluff says, not sure. I know my brother will likely have that so I could provide his pawn code so we both benefit from his dark elf likely having that spec. Lone says, I'm a be honest, Grin. I don't care like if anything is just a company leaking the game. Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like again, this is kind of the same way I feel. This is the same kind of way I feel about a lot of things with like, I kind of mentioned it, but like I used to grow up and I used to just want so badly to be successful enough to where I could actually have a review copy of the game. Because I was convinced, like, so much of these content creators just suck. I'm not trying to be a dickhead about it, but at the time, I thought you are given the opportunity to play a game for 2 weeks in advance to make one review of the game, and the review of the game that you made is the most bog standard, like, hey, it's like you're using just B-roll of your experience. Like, I know how to make videos. That's the easiest get ever. To just get B-roll footage and then to come up with some points to make stuff. You can make that in literally 4 hours if you play the game for like a couple hours on the weekend. All it takes is you to consolidate your thoughts, speak, film the stuff, good. And then it's a review. And then you kind of arbitrarily give weight to things that you care about that other people may not, and you did that. Whereas I always thought, if somebody gave me that opportunity, I would write down every single thing that I know people would search for. How to get money in this game, how to get experience, how to farm these materials, how to find the magic archer. I would go through all of those things and make sure I find out how to make those videos so that day one comes out. Not day one, but the next, like 2 videos that day, as soon as the game dropped, would be the most helpful videos I could possibly provide. And then I'd go through all the other ones as the days follow. All those would be prepped and ready to go, and I would try to help as many people as I possibly can for the problems I know are going to arise. I never got that opportunity to show off that, but then as time goes on, I just get more and more frustrated with the fact that it does feel like a really weird, imbalanced playing field, where like certain people are given the opportunity to like do stuff, and oftentimes, I guess that's the issue. I wouldn't be upset if I seen people fucking kill brilliantly that opportunity. But oftentimes, I feel like it's just people who just shit out a video, basically, of like a review of the game, and it's like one of 1,000 reviews that says the exact same thing, basically, and it's weird because it's like the whole I've seen 4 reviews at this point. They've all said the same thing, identical same thing, which is it's a great game. I love it. It's my favorite game ever. It's not for everyone. It's like the most neutral take ever. Now, not that a wrong take, but just that, I mean, you should have some angle on this thing. Anyways. But yeah, I don't know. I find that's a constant frustration with me that I used to have, that I wanted that access. And who doesn't want an opportunity to like actually give value to a community, get ahead, be the guy that helps people so that they kind of want to follow you? That's all good. But at the same time, I just like the feeling of like, it feels like we're all not starting at the same time, which is fine if you want, like, I'm not here to complain about people getting an advantage. but it feels weird as a community. Like, again, I don't like when there is early access to stuff. I find it very annoying, especially when it's like streamers get early access and we just have to watch them play the game. It does make sense from a marketing standpoint because like they're already, you can pay them to stream the game, but to like pay them to stream the game before you even have access to play is just weird. I don't know. It's strange. I like the same thing I thought when it happened with Starfield, where it's annoying that like we're not all starting at the same time. It kind of robs people of the feeling of being a hype and being a part of this experience. Yeah. It says, "Oh yeah, that people are just hating, and I don't, and I could care less." Yeah. Red says, "Yes, I find it extremely annoying when content creators ask us to like and subscribe. I like liking and subscribe if I feel you deserve it, and I like you not because you." Yeah, I think most people, it's just like a pure statistical gain, Red, where like it is, you can, it's like it's not even it's like one of the things where you can feel a big way. You are 1% of the people who were actually hit like on a video they like. 90% of people, if you say like and favorite and subscribe, it reminds them to do it. It's wild. Maybe it's because most of viewer base on the internet is younger, so it helps to have a reminder or something like that. But yeah, I always just forget to do it. The least intrusive way that I've ever found was just seeing a thing on screen pop up for a second and be like, hey, by the way, this is a thing that you could do. It would make a difference, but hey, if you don't want to, who cares? And then you just go away. I do feel people hold on like this subscribe thing too long. If you already have an intrinsic pause, which is basically thank you to our members who are keeping everything going, or not keeping everything going, but like making a massive help in making this content, being able to buy a PC that's worth it to have, etc. Then I think if you're already doing that, it's like I would just have to pause the video again to feel good about thanking people for liking or something like that, you know? Fluff says, Dragon's Dogma Online was officially shut down 2 years ago, or a year ago. Lone says, Grin, what flavor of Doritos? It's just bog standard. It's just bog standard Doritos. I don't like the fancy stuff. Actually, I don't mind it. I just feel like Doritos is like, it's almost like Red Bull. Like, I like Red Bulls that are different, like the different specialities, but I just do like bog standard Red Bull sometimes. Red says, you missed Fluff's post about the pawn specialization for talking less. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, why would you? I guess I understand why you want that, because they like you can just turn off voice, like voice lines and stuff like that. I guess you wouldn't be able to hear like story requests and stuff like that if you just nuked the voices. Lord says, yes, I'm here. Keebler Goblin, nice. Yeah, it's gonna be a thing. You're gonna see it in maybe an hour. Please, it's 56 minutes. 56%. I thought it was. Hey, we're at 40. It's not. We're at fucking 50 minutes, my guys. Oh, my hair feels really slicked back. I don't know what's going on. Just looks kind of dumb. Fuck it. We're already kind of manic. Red says, I finished creating my Arisen and Pawn eventually. I don't want to anymore. I'll finish creating my... Gotcha. So you eventually get to it. Gotcha. I feel like, man, I'm worried for Lone I'm worried for PS5 people who basically don't get access to the character creator. Because I feel like you're just going to spend so much... Like, you're going to be like, here's a new RPG I can play. And then you're literally going to spend like fucking 2 or 3 hours making this character. Probably 4 hours because you got to make a Pawn too. And yeah, you're just going to be sitting there like, just waiting, and then you're finally gonna be like, okay, that was a fun day of playing. Maybe some of you guys are gonna push into like 8 hours of day one, but yeah, what it is, damn. Bolty says, standard Red Bull supremacy, damn good, right, Bolty? I will say though, I love standard Red Bull, that's great. But sometimes there's like this peach nectarine type Red Bull, man. Whew, that also is good. That's also fantastic. I do feel like Red Bull used to be one of the energy drinks I can have without feeling like death. Not so much anymore. My body's kind of starting to adapt. You know when you just like age and then food starts tasting good to you and also other foods start tasting worse? Yeah, it's happening with Red Bull a little bit. It just doesn't settle well. Nog says, you're in the minority, Red. Most channels are a marked increase to the like and subs. That's actually, it just feels like there's such a massive value to do it. which is why like it's almost like if you know how like doing just one thing can drastically increase you from getting no subscribers to, let's say, 100. Like, to me, it's almost like if you can make a lot of money in XYZ, I'm not shocked. You know what I mean? Like if it'd be like the OnlyFans thing, like where there's a fairly big cost for that. Employment and all these weird things that could become a flaw if you were to pursue this. If you were making like minimum wage doing that kind of work, that's shit. Like, that's horrible. Like, it doesn't seem worth it. But if you're making enough to fucking work for 1 year of your life and then make a fucking infinite amount of money, and be able to retire at like age 18 or something, then you're like, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, Jesus Christ. Not that there's not a cost, but just that's a pretty big send. Also, I will say, my God, do the mages in this game look like they're going to be so much fun. So often we play mages in games and they're just like, maybe a glass cannon, but like their cooldowns and such just take so long to like do that it just almost makes it feel not worth it in a way. The mages I've seen in this game look fucking awesome. Like, they look like an actual interesting, powerful class where like you're sitting there and you're like floating, like really high up in the air, doing crazy shit, like just gliding like a long ass distance and casting from the ground. And apparently you can like hyper cast, so like you burn more stamina, but you can cast faster, which is huge. If you have multiple mages on your team, you can cast one ability faster. So if you have like meteorite, if you have 2 mages doing meteorite chanting while your warriors are keeping them safe, that could be lit, you know. Lord says, well, my pawn is named Fang. Ooh, is it an elf? Which one was it? I thought you were making an elf, but is that the pawn or is that the normal bog standard person? Is an animal, ooh, it's animal, I can't speak. Animal related. Time! Almost at 60%. It's actually, it's a better pace now. Better. Not good, but better. My bro finished downloading. It's great. Awesome. So good. Are you having fun at least? How fun is it? Tell me, please. Nog says, I got you. I'm just saying the why of what they do. So hopefully, yeah, it doesn't bother me. Yeah, again, it doesn't make things easier. Just because there's a reason for something doesn't mean it validates the doing of it necessarily. But it does make it so you're like, I can understand. Like, I'm not a saint either. It makes sense. Well, you know what, read one of mine weird ones for YouTube? And I just really didn't like it. I didn't like it for one reason, though. I really don't like when YouTubers do the only like 90% of you are 90% of people who are watching this are unsubscribed. The only reason why I didn't like it is because it was almost like a fucking weird, uncanny valley. Every single content creator at the exact same time did it, and it just made it feel so manipulative, I guess. When like it's almost like there's a new way to make people do a thing, and then it's just like getting worm-tongued into your brain a little bit. It's weird. It felt weird. But again, when you know, like, oh, this is because there's a reason why this is happening. It's because it helps people do this and remember these things. X, Y, Z, yeah. That's how I function. Things annoy me until I know why. Then it helps. I definitely think it helps understanding though why the thing is happening. But it says, I kind of view it as when people demand respect or something. You don't get respect because you ask for it. Respect is... See, this is Red. This might be the biggest thing we ever disagree on, ever. Because I'm a strong believer, and that's a real crock of shit. Absolutely nuts. How can you expect anyone to respect you if you're a dickhead? If you're just a real mean asshole who doesn't like give anyone goodwill? That's terrible. I hate this sentiment. My brother used to say shit. Drive me nuts. It's like, you have to earn my respect. So why the fuck are you better than me? Why the fuck are you better than anyone saying you need to earn anything? This is ridiculous. Be a kind, good human being that doesn't think lesser of people based on whatever. I know that's not what you mean, probably. You probably have a specific thing of what respect to you means. Which I'm sure is fair, but to me, man, that's always one of the things that's bothered me like crazy. You know, maybe it's like a Canadian thing, but like, you give respect to anybody, and then it's based on what people do that affects whether they keep that respect or whatnot. But it also doesn't cost a lot to give people like some common goodwill, to have some slight faith in them, not to put yourself at a massive disadvantage, but to not like look down on them. It's crazy to me. It feels like a weird, like, how do I put it? Like a weird. It feels like the presupposition feels like you're better than another person. Like, you have to earn I don't have to earn fuck from you. You know what I mean? It just feels weird. Like, why do I have to work harder in this relationship than you do? It feels weird. It feels weird. My brother used to always say that shit. It drives me nuts. Also, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's a horrible way to operate in the world. You're going to constantly have enemies because you're not treating people kindly. You're not giving people fairness and respect and, considering them to be an important and valuable person, regardless of if they are or not. It just costs nothing, you know? Lord says it's the wild elf pawn. It's an elf. I got you. Wild elf. Ooh, so wait, is it? I thought it was an animal type, but it's an elf. Or did you make? I don't know if you could make an elf or a beast type have pointy ears. That'd be interesting. Ooh, that'd be a weird combo. Noang says, true enough. I feel like it's different from respect, but I completely understand where you're coming from. Oh, for the one thing, what do you mean? Yeah. Raid says, I at least try to respect people until they, see, that makes sense. I don't know, man. I try not to, I don't know. I always try to embrace, a better kind of person, I guess. How do I put this? I don't think there is much to gain. So, like, we're basically saying if someone disrespects me, then I no longer respect them. But you arguably have a baseline of, like, respect for others, right? But if someone disrespects you, you basically would no longer give them respect, etc. My brain, it comes across as kind of a manipulative way, which I don't want it to. But to me, there's just nothing I gain by being, I gain so much more by, I guess, I don't know, feigning respect, I guess, or just, like, not giving in to being cruel. Because if someone's already a dickhead, you being a piece of shit, a dickhead as well to him, isn't going to get you any more than other things, you know? Doesn't mean you got to kiss their ass or something like that, but it just seems like you're putting yourself at a disadvantage when somebody is, like, being a piece of shit to you, or being, let's say, disrespectful to you. It makes, I don't know, to me, in my head, I just want to be like, okay, well, I know who you are now, and I know how to still not make you an enemy, but still get something out of you, because otherwise it's just, I lose both ways. I lose a person who I lose the opportunity to be respected, and all these things. But then I also lose this person's idea of me, and that could be dangerous too, because you could theoretically, that person could give you an opportunity in the world. Maybe that person just bad at conveying themselves. There's so many other layers to human beings that could validate or give reason to why somebody may have disrespected you. But also, maybe that's it. This is the reason why, because I feel like I'm not really hitting what I'm feeling. I don't think of myself not nearly high enough to think I could be ever disrespected. To me, like, I don't think I'm anything special, and I also just, it's a weird thing to me. Like, someone disrespecting me is someone just being rude, and maybe they're having a bad day. And if, like, I don't know, if your girlfriend talked down to you or something in like public and said some horrible shit to you that made you feel, devalued, that's her problem. Like, that's a problem with her. She's the bad person there. To bring respect into it is a weird thing. You just learned that this person has the capacity to be really shitty. And if they keep being shitty, then you just leave them. The whole, like, idea of pride and, like, this ego, I guess. Which isn't, but both of those things aren't exclusively evil, I don't think, or bad. I just don't think they're powerful. Or they can be powerful, but in most cases, in regards to, like, you need to respect me, I feel like you're at a weakness where I'm like, you don't need to respect me at all. You can think I'm garbage, I don't care. As long as I'm getting what I need, I'm happy and satisfied, you can think whatever you want of me. I don't think myself as a god or anything needing respect or whatever. If I'm happy and I'm winning, I'm doing good, I'll take care of myself in that way, and I'll make sure I have people around me that make me feel good as well. Yeah, does it make sense? I guess it's a presupposition of I just don't think of myself as like a person who needs or deserves respect, because I just don't think the world owes you anything, really. I don't think the world owes you to give you respect. There's some people who had a horrible life, and honestly, they're valid in not giving a shit about you. They got their own shit going on, Does that make sense? Raid says, at least try to respect people until they disrespect you and others around me. They kind of fuck up. Yeah. Again, I'm not a big believer in like you keeping toxic people around you. I just don't believe there's anything to gain from you being shitty to a shitty person necessarily. Besides just getting away from them and being like, all right, well, you're no longer in my life, that's fine. But the idea of like you feeding into the rage that they're pulling in for you, you get them to win almost. Not to say that, a person being a piece of shit can get put in their place and that can be good for them and for you. But I just don't think it's a powerful position to be in. Anyway. Lone says, will YouTubers be like, 100% of people are not subscribed and hit the sub button? Yeah. Which again, it makes sense for like how many people you can see that aren't subscribing to your videos, but watch them constantly, which I feel like you're already winning though. People are already watching your videos. Whether they're subscribed or not doesn't matter. I mean, it does help you keep on to them so they can actually find your videos more, but I have a lot of faith in the YouTube system to actually give you a good video to what people actually want at the time. YouTubers, what they really want is, I want YouTube to force feed all of my content into the viewers who subscribe to me's face, despite if it's a video that is in no way made for them at all. That's just dumb. You're just going to alienate the person who came for you for a very specific reason, for a very specific like, and it's just dumb. Let YouTube do its thing. It knows them better than you. And yeah. So you're like, I want to have the opportunity to fail. Like, no. You're making a Dragon's Dogma video and you make fucking power videos. If the YouTube shouldn't push this to the power people because they're not the same people. Lord says, just give human ponies. Oh, I see. Red says, it does depend. I agree with context. I agree with that. I think, to me, I guess the basis of that question, or that preposition of like, people have to earn my respect. I just don't think respect is that. I mean, I don't know. As a Canadian, respect is important, I guess. But to me, if somebody do you know how many friends I made that were considered bullies, especially trying to bully me? I didn't give a shit. I acted nice to them, and I didn't let them bother me. And if they went too far, then I beat the shit out of them, and they beat the shit out of me. But that was it, And then you end up, it's it, it's it. Red says, yes, you make sense. Okay, I just don't know if it makes, yeah. It's not that I'm looking for like validation. It's just that I don't know if I'm conveying how I feel in a way, properly. Because sometimes when I'm describing stuff and I'm speaking it in a way, I find out like, no, it's not right. Like I'm saying stuff, but it hasn't hit at the core of what I'm trying to say or believe. And it helps for me to keep kind of rambling through things. And also just to kind of be like, hey guys, I'm trying to figure this out while I'm talking to you. So even though I say 5 things, I don't agree with the first 2 things I said because they just didn't feel right enough, or they're misguided in a way. Does that make sense? I'm doing that thing again. Nong says, context doesn't matter too much to me. I'd someone harm a friend, even somewhat deservingly, that person always on my shit. No. See, this is a different thing to me. This is like, it's basically, I'm a big person of like, what is the best position for you to actually be in? So if what do you call it? Respect. Yeah, that's you bring. It's funny because you're saying context doesn't matter to me, and then you can bring in something that is extremely context dependent, which is like, oh, somebody has basically targeted or hurt people who I care about. To me, this has nothing to do with respect at all. This has to do with like you basically surviving. If somebody's fucking with your little tribe, little group of friends, that person to have the capacity for badness. That doesn't mean they're completely evil though, and also your friends aren't perfect either. But that doesn't also mean that you abandon your friends, nor that you take the person who fucked with them's side. But it means you make the best choice in the decision right then. Sometimes it's a decision to stand up for your friend and do all that stuff. But sometimes, man, I don't know, it's tough. Sometimes your friends can have a bad day and do some bad shit, and that's not right, It's not always good to defend people from doing horrible shit. But if you love them enough, then maybe you're like, nah, I accept even the broken parts of you. That's tough. It's a tough thing. if you kill 100 people to save 1,000, you still killed 1,000 UMF. Okay, no, but let me one of the things that my favorite thought experiment ever, and I just love it so much. But it's basically like, it's like the trolley problem. It's basically just that, where like you're like, okay, there's 10 people on a trolley. Would you basically do an action that would save them? When you pull the trolley, save the people, good. Trolley doesn't hit them, you did it. Now, would you do it with a person on the thing, so you actually involve and you basically choose to kill one person? You're like, yes, I would kill that one person. And then they're like, okay, now there's 100,000 people on the other trolley. There's that one person on the trolley, but they're your parents. Or your parent, mom, let's say. And then I cannot describe to you how fast I would eviscerate those 100,000 people. Okay, and I'd sleep like a baby. Okay, no one touching my mom. Okay, or my dad, nothing. So that to me is one of those things where it's like, oh, this morality is just a mess. But also, I live with the presupposition where I'm like, hey, if I'm one of those 100,000 people in there, I'd be like, yep, it sucks to suck for me right now, but I get it. I get it. Also, what are we doing with time? We are time 30 minutes, half an hour, boys. It's almost over. We're gonna play at 8. We're gonna play at 8 p.m. maybe. We're gonna play for like an hour and a half. It'd be like, oh my god, I feel so accomplished. We're gonna be playing at 1 p.m. tomorrow, so yeah. You guys will definitely be ahead of me. Maybe you can tell me some cool things, like how to get the Magic Knight, or how to get the Magic Archer. I'll be looking at YouTube like a hawk for that one video, because I do not care about spoilers in that way. I want my goddamn Magic Archer fast. Blaze says, I'll get Rise of Ronin on... I did see that. That looked neat. That game on April, so that'll be my early birthday gift. Ooh, treating yourself. Red says, I feel we... Yeah, change it. I agree. I thought it was like, this is a different thing with family. This is a different thing with family. Because one thing is like respect. Where like, it's almost like, should people give you common decency? Which arguably they should. But I don't know, man. I know too many people, like I talked about, those bullies who were getting like the shit kicked out of them by their dad, who doesn't validate the cruelty that they did to others, but it does make you realize, oh, this isn't as easy as simple as I thought. And the minute that it's the saddest thing is the only thing that I ever did really was just be interested in them. I said, oh, you dirt biked essentially on the weekend. Oh my God, your arm's in a cast. What happened? Oh my God, you broke your arm. That's fucking crazy. You did a double backflip. That's amazing. Holy shit. And I'm not being insincere. I genuinely think it's awesome. I wanted to learn about that. And I asked if they were okay. And the thing that always makes me sad is that those things, people being interested in what they're interested in and asking if they're okay, had the most wholesome and sad response, which is them basically shocked and immediately protecting you, which is really sad and beautiful in a way. I never got bullied for very long because I had an army of people who were very misunderstood, who were very too kind. And I've always been very great. I've been blessed in that sense, where I've always had people who were too eager to protect me, I guess. Yeah, anyways. The Lord says, I'll get a Rise of Ronin. Oh, that right. Red says, they're starting to get a deep into one direction. Nog says, law, fair enough. And agreed, Red. Lord says, I just earned respect. So I just earned respect from, I'm from the old school era, like late 80s to early 90s. Oh, I see. Yeah, again, it's not that I disagree with the whole earn respect. No, I do. I'm sorry. I really disagree. I just think it's tough. Again, it's just like did I misread it? I just earn respect. I'm from the old. Yeah, earn respect is, again, it's not that you don't want to be a good person and earn respect. It's weird. It's almost like I don't feel like I am owed or deserve respect. But at the same time, I think it's not that hard to like earn respect. Just be a commonly good person. Be there for people. Be true to who you are and stand by the values you have. And people are pretty fucking honest and chill with that. Or people just get away from you as they should because you're not the same kind of people, Also, Nub says, I give respect automatically, but I take away that instantly in a lot of cases. Yeah, I just think respect is free. Respect is one of the few things that's free in this world. You know what I mean? We're like, same thing with kindness. Or yeah, maybe it's a Canadian thing, but I always feel like respect is the baseline of like what you can do to people. You don't have to love people, but you can very least say thank you. If someone holds the door open for you, say thank you. Things like that. If somebody goes out of their way to do something for you, acknowledge that if somebody does anything important, acknowledge the importance of their action. That could mean a lot to a person. A person who values them and acknowledges the effort that they gave is huge, and all that kind of revolves around like you acknowledging the importance and importance. Respect and importance to me are very similar. But anyways, maybe that's not entirely correct. Lone says, how did we get to this? But I'm having a great time. I love these kind of existential questions because it's like a weird pocket therapy, a little bit of me rambling and trying to find out how I feel. And I kind of use you guys as like a backboard to kind of be like, is this wrong? Am I missing a perception out there, like a point of view or an angle on this that I'm becoming, that it doesn't make sense? This is my favorite kind of conversation in the whole world. The only thing that sucks is a lot of people, unfortunately, a lot of people find this kind of conversation to be like an attack. Like, for instance, if someone's like, no, I really believe that, like, respect has to be earned no matter what. And I just want to talk through this because of how I don't think it's that way. A lot of people won't be like, okay, that's interesting what you're saying. Or, oh, what about this? Most people will be like, why are you coming after what I believe? I don't want to change. You're wrong. You're going to get manipulated. You're an idiot. Like, they'll immediately get, like, you're trying to tell them they're wrong. And it's not exactly what I'm doing, even though it may sound like that. But I love these kind of conversations because it forces you to think through what you believe and actually kind of, like, understand that you may be wrong in a way, or how can I be more right in the future, I guess. That makes sense. Blaze says, I just heard that. Nong says, make sure to like, subscribe, Lone. Boom. Fluff says, pretty sure Rotaskara will be providing guides on how to get unlockable. Okay, that's huge. I can't wait. Hopefully, Fluffy, if you see one of those pop up in your sub feed, it's not too much of a problem. You send it my way. Lord said, when I get Rise of Ronin, I'm going to make my Ronin look like what? Like glam rock? Like glam rock Freddy the bot? What? This might be a deep cut. I don't know what's glam rock. Oh, you mean like glam rock, like as in like crazy, like glam, bright colors, and then rock? I just put together that glam rock literally it's literally like a really bright rock and roll teddy bear thing. Weird. Just redeemed status points. Good. Great. I hope Nub does not stay for the whole stream. Nub says, all right, guys, I downloaded at 99. I will see you guys next time. I bit my tongue. What are we doing? We are at 24 minutes. I feel like it stopped moving. What the fuck is that? No, what the hell was that? No, leave that there. Oh. Lord says, agree to disagree. I used to demand respect in my child life. Yeah. You didn't get the shit kicked out of you, man? Maybe it's just the upbringing. I got the fuck kicked out of me. That would go, yeah. Yeah, you got older brothers that are much bigger than you. You got people and all that kind of stuff. I remember it happened one of these days. That's one of the memories I have, which is we were streaming. And, what do you call it? I remember I was talking about something. And it was one of those things that's, it always is like, people almost like say it as like, yeah, but like not me. And I'm like, the only thing that it almost seems like a privilege in a sense. Where like, I remember I was talking about how, basically the feeling of feeling powerless, how that, like, if anyone's ever truly felt that, you know how shitty it is to do that to someone else because you felt how toxic that can feel to you. It makes you feel like you're nothing, belittled, empty. And it always bothered me. I think we were talking about something like that. I talked about my brothers, who I love dearly. My brothers are great, but when we were younger, there was moments where I felt like, and maybe it's just my own mental delusion, and they were great, possibly. But there were slight moments where I felt not that way. I felt, like I was powerless a little bit and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, what I thought was when I started bringing this up, a person came in and said, if my brothers ever talk shit to me, I would have put them in a chokehold, or I would have fought back. I would have kept fighting back. And to me, and also this person happened to be a girl. We love her, by the way. She's great. I don't want to shit on her. She's great. She's always been nice to us. But to me, in my head, I'm like, you never had anyone like fucking push. I'm not talking. Like, yeah, this is one of the things that also frustrates me about modern day a little bit. Is that, like, I don't think people realize true violence. I'm not talking about like fighting someone. I'm talking about someone like walking through you. That's a different level of shit, man. Different level of like, god damn. People are, yeah. It's not the same thing as people bullying you or pushing you or being rude to you and all these kind of things. When someone just wants to like walk through you, it's a different beast. Oh, you got the vocation guy. Red, can you send that to me on Discord, because I can't access it on my main computer, because that's this chat is pulled up on my other computer and my main one's fine. But thank you, Red, for doing that. Appreciate that. Also, what is the damage? I think we just checked. So, but yeah, it helps. 22 minutes, 80% though. So that's something. Lord says something like multi-cure. What's that? What's multi-cure? Glam rock is in the 80s. Something like multi-cure. Okay, I think I know what you're saying. To me, glam rock is like David Bowie, basically, with like the pink fucking jumpsuit type thing. Like late night. I don't know what it is. It's like a really tight looking suit with like crazy star in his face, red ass hair. Is that right? That isn't glam rock, but they need to change the name, because that very much feels like that's glam rock, the name wise. Nub says 60%. I might beat Nub. Just maybe. Why am I peaking so much? I feel like my audio is just smashing you guys in the eardrums. I apologize. I mean, it's not like you're doing anything anyways. I mean, to put that statement in quotes as something you'd say because you will not be playing it today on stream. Fuck that. We'll play a little bit. We'll try to play a little. It's almost 8. Oh, Jesus. We definitely have to stop at 9, which is why I'm like, oh. Because 9, I gotta shower, eat, and I can't shower any lower than 9. People will be sleeping. Yeesh. Laura says, I hate my school years too much. But yeah, man. Yes, okay, the day boys one thing. Okay, good. Yeah, man. School days, man, I don't know. My school days were not as bad as they could be, but man, my last 2 years of high school, man, that was terrible. I had, all my friend group were older people, like seniors, essentially. Always have been, just I don't know why. Maybe it's because I like talking about certain things. Yeah, man, I the last 2 years were just me alone, basically. Kind of annoying, also, it's like, I don't know, I was kind of in my own things, so I didn't really I probably could have reached out and talked to you more, but I just kind of was like, well, I'll just suffer through this. It was pretty shitty. It was like the main thing I hated was people who have the perception, like how to put this properly. People think you're weird, basically. People think you're like a loser. People think you're sad. That's the best way to put it. People think you're like you're sad and depressed. And I'm like, I'm just content eating my lunch alone. I don't need you to worry about me or think I'm not happy. I'm happy right now. I'm watching a podcast on my phone. I'm doing great. And people looked at me like, oh, he's he's by himself. That's sad. And I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I'm not sad. I always hate when people judge. One of the best things I've ever heard ever. It was my happiness may not be your happiness. It's just a nice thing that's very true. If I lived your same life, I might have been miserable. If I did the same thing, like play a game or whatever, I might be miserable doing it. And that's okay. You don't depict your way of doing things as the only way that can be done, or someone can do stuff, you know? Laura says, normal is overrated. I feel like I am pretty normal. So I agree. I agree. I would uniqueness and all that stuff. I think I think it's why. I think also just my general look. Everything about me is pretty plain. So I tend to like people who are strange, eccentric at the very least. Lone says, it's almost 10 p.m. in my time. Who needs when a new yeah. Shit. We're almost there. Maybe. Fucking up says he's at 75% now. Well, guess what? I'm at 80. I'm so losing this match. Also, there is also the installation period, so I think there's the download, and then there's like the settling, so maybe Nub's right. Maybe we don't play today. Fuck. I can't believe y'all stuck in there for like 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours maybe. I think it's 3. We started like a little bit later, so probably maybe it's like 3 hours, but still. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You guys are too good to me. Again, like I talk about how people all my life have been too kind. It's one of them things. Laura says, normal, I hate high school even more. Yeah, man. High school was a weird one. I think my most enjoyed time was definitely junior high. Like grade 5 to 7, amazing. Just the best. No one cares. Everyone's going through puberty, but no one cares enough. You know what I mean? You don't have too many emotions where you're becoming like manic. Yeah. Although I will say, when I went through like the worst growing pains ever, man. When I was in like the 6th grade, I was like pretty short my whole life, and then I just in like 2 years I just became like 5'4", and then I just became 6 foot when I got into high school, and it's like people are like, oh, you need short, being tall is great, man. Yeah, being tall maybe gradually is nice, but fucking growing pains in my spine. I got like stretch marks all down my spine. Not great. Not great. My thighs also just look like fucking mincemeat. Weird. Liz, Lord says, oddballness is in my. I love. What do you call it? Again? I just enjoy people who are authentically themselves, who don't hold back when they're around you. That's one of my biggest things I dislike. I think it's also because I have a tendency to do it as well. Just because I got into a bad habit when I was really young, where whenever I looked at any sort of post online, whether it be a meme or it would be a video, I always read the comments. Just I think I'm genuinely curious about what people believe and perceive. But it has a bad effect on me where, like, no matter what I do, which is also a blessing, I haven't got canceled or even near, I think, and we would delve into some, like, intense topics sometimes. I can always, like, hear myself speak and then hear how, like, 1,000 types of people will react to how I'm speaking and or what I'm saying. I'm sure I'm not as good as I think I am at it, but enough to where I've noticed that that's a thing. In my head, at least. So I think I kind of like passively, just because I hear myself so clearly in that sense, that I'm like, oh, I should probably phrase this in this way because it's not going to be as punchy or hurtful as it could be. And I also just appreciate people who are like authentically themselves, I guess, who don't necessarily have all that analyst shit that they have to think about. Whereas I hate school too, especially high school, especially elementary was fun. Yeah, elementary was great. I mean, that's huge. That's the place where you're still like a kid. It's fun. Lone says, who needs sleep? Says Lone, it's not sleep, it's a shower. I stay up, but it's a shower. Like, I need to not feel dirty when I go to get into my sheets in my bed. Ugh. Guys, there are a few things that are as graceful and fantastic in this world as a fresh haircut. That's one. Fresh haircut's fucking amazing. Okay, second thing, fresh sheets, all right? Fresh sheets, you get into bed, fresh sheets, oh my God. Third thing, shower, okay? Hit me with another one if you can think of a fourth. But those things are the best resets in your whole ass life, okay? Alone says, I enjoyed high school personally. I was a bunch of, I was about to say, yeah, you had like fun clubs though. You were a part of the best version of, I think, I don't know if it's Gen Z or is it? It's not, I don't think you're a millennial like me. I think you're in the Gen Z category, I think, or something like that. No? You might be in the, I don't know. I thought I was barely in the millennial. That's why I think, I don't know if Lone is BB. But anyways, you're in the best category because like you did the best with what the internet had to give you without letting it fuck you up too much. You know what I mean? There's people who like on Facebook and just are people who only care about vanity and like what's going on, etc. You got really into like a subculture, which is probably the best thing that can happen. Also the worst thing if you get some bad shit. But you got an anime or something, which sounds great. You had an anime club, which sounds nice. I enjoy high school personally, and I was a part of a bunch of after school clubs. Yeah, after school clubs. Red says, most of my time in high school was spent skipping class and sneaking into the gym to play basketball. Ooh, basketball is amazing. I never had the balls to sneak away because I had a learning disability and just did not want to make my mom cry because I would not be taking school seriously, and said I took school really seriously. I still did not do great, but hey, I didn't make her cry, so win in that way. Dog says, for my elementary, with middle school was good with points of pure shit. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. I think it's a fair assessment to me too. Parts were really not great, but other parts were pretty okay. They're fine. I feel like I did a good job about dodging the perils of life. If that makes any sense. But I didn't really ever like. I think I won. I think there was some, like, just like in terms of having nice parents and all these things. Yeah, I definitely won. But yeah, as far as like, I was the best on the basketball team, or I had like a ton. The only thing I really had was I always had a lot of really good relationships with females. That's my only thing, which was, and not like I was getting busy. It was just like I knew how to talk to people essentially. Red says, 90% of what they teach you is such a waste and not relevant to it. Yeah, well, man, I so much wish my ideal, I always talk to you guys about this, but my ideal for school would be for them to hire like all of the best educators that are good at teaching, and then all of the best people who are good about basically like filming things, like people who are good about making entertainment, maybe Mr. Beast or something like that. Some person who's really good about keeping people engaged and filming things in a way that keep people locked in, and then just automate all of you, because we're the same fucking facts that we all know. That hasn't changed much. So if you just basically, like, if I say Bill Nye the Science Guy, 90% of us know, at least maybe if you're a Canadian, you know, because that's basically how they taught a lot of the younger kids stuff. Bill Nye the Science Guy, you understand a shit ton about physics and all this weird shit that you have no real fucking need to know, but it's so vivid, and it's because it was so entertaining, and it was so helpful. And it wasn't like basically here's some dumb shit on a chalkboard. It's just the most inefficient way to teach people ever. Then here's a test that is just not great. To me, I would love if they automated all of school into basically video format, and then had like, whenever somebody was lost, then they just give the attention to the person who's lost. And if you're not, then you can just keep fucking trucking along, watching the helpful videos. And then, instead of just like saying, oh, we're making a bunch more profit because we don't have to, hire 50 teachers and have them, XYZ. If you took that money and then invested it in things like, okay, well, what do you want to do? Like if there was a sect of school where like 44 hours of your day was about you trying things, like maybe you want to be a mechanic, maybe you want to be into sports, whatever it could be, and then you basically could like dial into that proficiency. Awesome. That'd be so much better. But I do think that like it's crazy that they don't try to feel out what you actually want to do. And it's not that there's not like courses and study things that you could do to help find out what kind of person you are and what kind of thing you might find value in. 10 minutes away, ladies and gents. Holy shit, will we be able to play a game? I was not going to lie anyway. I said I was going to start the stream at 7. I mean, we'd start at 7 and we'd wait an hour. It's actually not that bad. It would have been fine doing it that way. But instead, we got to hang out and talk about random shit. So yeah. Lord says, tried fitting in, but failed. I had to say, hell with. That's a good idea. It's a good idea. Again, it is a good idea so long as you're not. It's tough. I grew up in a family where it was basically like, oh, you want to like dye your hair white, like an anime character, Logan Grin. You can do that, but there's a high probability that you'll stand out, and there's a higher probability that you'll be bullied or picked on for doing that. Totally fine, but that's a variable that is real. And I was like, that's fair, and I just didn't do it. So that's basically my family. It's not that you can't do anything. It's just that, not that they won't judge you for it either, but that it's just. By judge, I mean they'll have an opinion. It won't be necessarily like all toxic or something. It would just be like, it's why you have fucking weird hair. You know what I mean? But anyways, point is that that's the kind of thing, which I think is healthy, to be like, hey, your actions have some effect. Doesn't mean you can't do them. It just means you should be at least be aware of what you're getting into. Nub says 100%. Nub, I don't believe you. I think you just say that regardless. Lord says, in high school, I got virgin shamed. Yeah, well, that's everyone. That's also weird. That's one of the weird weird parts of like people in that sense. Is that like, I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. Like, not that it's not being. I don't know. There's like a nice angle to it where like you've connected with a person, etc. You've trusted them enough to show them a part of yourself. But instead, it's just like, no, I arbitrarily got this thing done. That works out, or sorry, that means now I am more of a man or whatever. It doesn't make sense. Now, if you said I've been with this person and they felt great, they were like over 9,000, I made them feel so good, that's hype. That's fucking awesome. But that's the thing. It's not you doing the thing. It's you basically taking care of the person that you should care about or like in some way. That's fucking hype shit. You make your girl go great. That's awesome. But you doing it badly, you're like, fucking, let's go, gang. You're like, come on, man, relax. Red says, also, when I joined high school, they just got rid of driver's ed, FF. Oh, weird. I don't know, they had driver's ed in class, in school, I mean. But he says, anime club sounds so surreal to. I think it'd be nice. I think a club in any way would be really neat. So long as it was something you were really into. I think anime would be one I would be weird to join. I would want something that like, I don't know, man. I'd be more into like, what's it called? not. It's like basically like sword training, essentially. Not fencing. It'd be like it'd have to be the actual like thing. It just feels LARPy sometimes when I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I forgot what it's called. Like a I don't know what it's called. HEMA. That's what it's called. HEMA. It'd have to be something like HEMA. That'd be cool because at least then I'm getting exercise. I think it's fun. It's gamey. Anime, I'd just be like, we just hang out and talk about anime a lot. But I don't know. It's about we like talking about movies all the time. It's like not that I don't like it, but it's just I don't know. It feels. I don't know. I probably would like it. It would be something I wouldn't. I don't think pursue necessarily, which is shitty because I think I would enjoy it. But yeah. Lone says, I was born in 2001, so I think I'm fully Gen Z, not Zoomer, Gen Z, that makes sense. Bodhi says, but thinking back, I was probably too awkward at the time to actually do stuff like, yeah, it's true too. I kind of feel that way too. I feel like I would just, I'm not sure you're anything like me, Bolty, but I'm just very much like I don't know what they call wallflower. Like I'm just very content being by myself, and I wanted to be good at that because it always weirded me out when people like needed to be around people. Like when people needed, like I knew people who needed to be in a relationship always. Like as soon as they broke up with their boyfriend in a lot of the cases I was experiencing, they like immediately had to go with like another person. And I always felt that was very weird. Just like, yeah, you should be comfortable being alone and like entertaining yourself and have fun with yourself and all these things. 2001 gang, nice. Nice. Nong says, God, I'm ancient in here. I'm 1988. Ooh, you got me too. I'm 1997. 1997 is when a fresh baked baby Grin was born with his intestines outside of his stomach and fucking mutant hands. And here we are. And a learning disability. So, let's go. Okay. Red says 1989 for me. Ooh, we're so close, Red. We're so close. Actually, no, never mind. I have 7. I have 7 putting me real far out. Yeah. Red says, nah, we are likely the older ingredient. Yeah, oldest ingredient. Well, Fluff I thought was, no, I don't think Fluff's that old, actually. Never mind. Oh, chat's gotten away from me again. All right, look like gear will have a vocation restrictions. Oh, weird. Okay. Nong says, stop reminding me of how old I am. Well, Nong, I feel like, I don't know if I've always felt this way. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty good about pulling in people. Also, Nub says, I'm 92. Yeah, right. I think Nub's like probably 26 or 29. I wouldn't think he's above that. Anyways, I don't know. I was about to say, I've always had a pretty good, again, it's just like the inherent luck of the draw for me, where I've always have found really nice people around me. But I've always found people who, like, whether it's I'm talking to a person who is like 10 years old, or a person who is like 40 or 80 or something like that. I always feel like, I don't know, I feel like you can hang with anybody. I don't feel like I notice the age difference ever. Maybe when we're talking about dumb Zoomer shit, that's like just a topic, maybe, but yeah. Fluff says, but there's some gear that's pretty much universe. Okay. That is annoying. Mods to the rescue. Yeah. Lord says, I'm going to be real. Why want to be a gangster, a thug, or a hoodlum, etc.? When you like, yeah, was it you want to be? I don't want to be at all, man. I was big into the not that. I was big into like, can I just get by? Maybe it's because I just love my family too much, my parents. I just don't want to cause any shit for them. You know what I mean? Like, that was 90% of the reason why I didn't. Also, I didn't want to do it, but it was like one of the reasons why I'm like, maybe we could try it. And I was like, no, no. Nong says, to be cool and fit in red. Don't get it myself, but I think that's the main reason. What was that referring to? I think I didn't see one of Red's messages, unfortunately. Nog says, Lord Blaze, my bad. I see. That's what we're saying. Lord, I guess. So Lord was saying, yeah, that makes sense. Fist of the North Star is the stuff. Oh, you mean yeah. Man, I got a little bone to pick. I'm gonna put one of my chips. I got a little bone to pick with our last 3 minutes. I'm gonna try to condense this whole ass conversation into one thing. Guys, I don't know if we need a podcast stream, like a hangout stream. I don't think we need it at all. I think that Sunday we'll just play a game, okay? Because it weirdly worked that way. Anyways, well, I got a bone to pick a little bit with martial arts and all that stuff. And like, again, I can't describe, like, you know, shout out to martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, boxing, all that stuff. Great. I don't got a problem with that. I do have a problem with people who think that if you are sufficient, I shouldn't say this. I should say this in a better way. I'm a little annoyed when I see someone peacocking who's like, yeah, I practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, essentially. Great fucking thing. Great for your form, amazing talent, etc. But it's not how human beings fight at all. So when people get like very fucking like peacocky, like I'm a fucking bad bitch, I'm a dangerous motherfucker. And if you watch anything, like any kind of like violent thing, like Live Leak or whatever, or World Star or some shit, you see that like, the baseline human rules are always the same. How human beings became powerful and survived is strategy and tool usage. That's it. So when you see someone try to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and they're like holding a guy by the hands and like controlling him, and you're like, God, that looks so effective. And then you see his friend come up behind him and kick him in the face and knock him out immediately and probably almost kill him. Not so great. I'm good for a very specific problem, which is what all martial arts are meant to do, solve a specific problem. Do you know that like the crazy like Korean kicks that are like 20 feet in the air and they kick, they're made to make, they're training to kick people off cavalry. That's why they do it. Every martial art has a thing that they're trying to accomplish, essentially. Anyways, but my point is I don't think people who do spear art shit, fencing even, sword shit, axe stuff, mace movements, any of those things get nearly enough love. And one of my favorite videos on YouTube, it's the best. It's basically a video of an MMA guy, a boxer, judo, all of the martial arts you could possibly think of, and one guy who had like a ton of courses on how to do knife training, like someone stabbing you with a pocket knife, how to like deal with that. They put all these guys in a small room, and each one of them died in 0.30 seconds, I think, or that's probably like 30, no, maybe like 15 seconds. 15 seconds to a person with a knife, just a knife. It was like a marker, but they just immediately killed them. Like, it immediately fast. Dude was boxing, didn't matter. Dude just immediately killed him. Dude tried to do judo, immediately dude just pulled his hands down as he's trying to like grapple with him, put his hand in, reoriented the knife, and then stabbed him like 4 times in the stomach. It's like one of the most brutal things where like, oh, that's what humans did. The humans are tool people. We do things with tools. We don't fight with bare fucking knuckles, essentially. As much as it's very cool, I think it's very neat. It is not the case. Ladies and gentlemen, we can finally play a game. We can finally play a video game. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Turn off the fucking sound. Hit me. Hit me with it. Can you guys hear? There we go. Yes. Oh, wait. Shit. Fuck. Okay. Did it. Hopefully it picks up my controller. And go. I should probably do this just in case. Just in case it's like, do you want to know your code? Also, I love that I'm seeing that you can buy crystals. Great. Also, I look like a mess. We'll be able to play for an hour, guys. It's huge. Why is it not full screened? It's completing the shaders. I might have lied to you, and I would like to apologize formally. We're just going to hang out in this awkward silence for a good bit. Lone says, we didn't just talk about anime, we did. Yeah, no, see, again, I think it's an excuse to get together. I think, yeah. We made sushi one. That sounds awesome. Okay, so you just did anything that you thought would be neat that it basically fit into that. Thank God. Grin, check Discord. We're about to be gaming. I don't know how we can make that. Usually Fluff tells me. It's like, no, he didn't tell me this time. It's like a button I can press that makes it full screen. Also, my GPU is cooking. It is very, it is a lot. Ray says, damn, I'm 24. I don't want to tell you my age. I had my birthday a couple months back. And I didn't tell you about it because people get uncomfortably generous around that time. I don't want you guys to have to worry about me. Nog says, that sounds awesome, though. I wish I had something like that. Yeah, that one club. More gaming streams. Let's go. Hangout stream on Thursday. It's a nice change of pace. Yes, a surprising accident, we'll call it. Not a mismatching of time. Shaders are almost there, gang. I can't believe you guys stood with me for this long. It's been so long. We've done fucking nothing but just talk shit. Oh, man. Fluff says, it'll take a bit. Nog says, woot. Well, it's loading up. I mean, I gotta use the washroom. Let's do a real quick bathroom break, okay? Red says, I don't hear it as much. There it is. Can you guys hear it? You guys can't hear it? Shit. Can you guys hear it now? Please don't. Fucking why? Why can't you guys hear it? God damn it. You guys can't hear anything? Well, guys, nothing like troubleshooting stuff. Why? What the shit? Oh.
Also vocation.
Okay, so quick fix. Don't worry about it. The sky's not falling yet. Why is it not full screen? Put this away. Okay. The English, yes. Voice, that, yes. Great. I totally can see this vividly. For you guys, it's so weird. It looks like muddy for you when we did it last time. That, I have to do it for you guys. You guys are more important than me, my dumb ass, not being able to see stuff. That still looks muddy. I'd rather it be brighter than darker, but maybe it's just always going to look a little muddy. This. Enter your age. I am, in fact, 12. No, I am... fucking shut up. I'm 3 years away from 30, and I'm just thrilled. I'm just like, yeah. Done so much with my life. Anyways, enable network features. This, yes, I guess, do it. Go ahead. Are you going to hit me with like a... ba-da-ding. Dragon's Dogma. There's no 2? Oh, this is what Fluff was meaning? They're like, no, bitch. This is what it was always meant to be. Why are you not full screen, dude? What is going on? Display. Can somebody help? Why is it not full screen? And it's not in display. What? Oh, there it is. Window. Jesus Christ. That. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, good. Can you... do I gotta go borderless? There we go. That's what I wanted, sir. Good. Good. Okay. All right. High quality. Sure. I want it to be on auto because apparently that's good. Probably that on default, basically. I don't know if I want to change anything here. What is SDF? I don't know. Do I need to change anything here, gang? Anything? Thoughts? Set it to... yeah, got it. All right, it's delayed. So we did get there. Grass quality low. How dare you? Shadow quality high. Why is that high? I never have noticed shadow quality in the slightest. Motion blur. Stop it. No. Bloom. I will leave it for now. Depth of field. I don't like it normally, but sure. For now, I guess. What is that? So this is so many things. Motion quality. What does that mean? I don't know. Enable DLSS. Where would somebody do that? This? DLSS super resolution? Is this do we turn this one on? I think it's yes. Do I also do the reflect low latency? Which one? Red? I thought there was a day one patch. We didn't have to download a patch. Weird. Texture reflections to 16. Where was that? I don't know where that was. Yes, turn that on. Okay. Bang. Reflections to on as well? Both on. Got it. Apparently, I'm not going to put ray tracing on. Ambience, is there... I don't know what this does. Are we good? On boost as well? Okay. Is that it? Are we okay? Did it successfully import my save game, or is it going to ask me to do that? Also, gang, I did, in fact, make, just on a whim one night, I had an hour and I wanted to try something. I want to try making a orc, essentially, an orc woman. Did not turn out. Then I immediately pivoted to trying to make a goblin because I was inspired by fluff, and then it all just didn't work. So you'll see that, and that was all mistakes. I think we're good. I haven't gotten anyone being like, there's this as well. As always, as much as I love the sound, we're going to need a little bit less of the triumphant music. As much as it's great, but I just want to be able to hear the voices just a little bit. Just enough to where I'm not having to, like, barely hear it. The music is very nice. Can we have it? Yeah. Menu option doesn't seem fine. Voices are fine. Players, that, pawn, enemies, yes. Yeah, I mean, you can turn off pawn's voices. So if you didn't want to, it's weird that you burn an actual player point on that. Gang, I gotta use the washroom, but then we'll be back. We'll be back. Nub says Grin stalling because he doesn't want to play the game. Fuck you. Fuck you. I want to play so bad. I'll be right back. Oh, that was full. Jesus. Alright, turn on chromic aberration. What the fuck is that? I have a what? Chromic aberration. What is that? I don't think that's here. What is it? Chromatic aberration. What is that? Chromatic. I don't see any of that. It's good? Okay, it's good. All right, here we go. Let's play. Yes, save changes. Changes have been saved. I was surprised. I didn't know Fluff was... I thought it would be like Dragon's Dogma 2. It's just how they get people to buy it. I don't know. All right, start game. Hit me with it. Never mind. I can't... It's a bad time to tell you I can't read calligraphy or handwriting. Oh, thank you. Okay. People laughing. It looks beautiful. Everyone looks sweaty and gross. Dude's got the emo hair. Love it. Oh, this is where we meet the fake Arisen.
On a guess.
Hell yeah,
lend me
ladies.
your
Our lord.
ears. Long as our Fevrimon suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, The bell has tolled on the age of the console. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler.
Woo!
The return of the sovereign.
Oh, this is the fake bastard with his pointy elf shoes.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Look how short he is.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
I immediately don't like him.
Oh, how long I have awaited this moment.
That guy schnoz in the wild. So they're trying to fake you out thinking it's me. It isn't. So is our goal to become the king? Probably not. That'd be a nice ending. I really hope the ending of this game isn't like you fucking die, everyone you love dies, and that's it. Why can't they look at you? That feels more disrespectful.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Dragon throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last!
So apparently this is...
Praise be, for only the sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the sovereign!
So apparently this is a parallel world?
Let all present pledge their allegiance to the sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our allegiance reign will ne'er end. Long live the sovereign of Vermont!
It does seem like... Oh,
Arisen. Thou who wouldst slay the dragon.
my controller's
If thou
vibrating.
seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will. For naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Very Dark Souls speech. Mine, this ever since Steam updated, I've had my controller's had like been actually what it was supposed to be, and its vibration is so fucking a lot, sitting right through my stomach, and other places, unfortunately. Is this me? Do I can feel my heart pumping? My controller's going. Bzz, bzz, bzz. But yeah, I think based on what Fluff said, this might be the game that they always wanted to make Dragon's Dogma 1 to be. So maybe building off of that, it's basically just like a parallel world. It's just our attempt to do the first one, but better. The thing that we actually wanted to do. Here we go. I thought they didn't let us see our face
Now,
yet.
which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward.
Long live GRINN, says Bolty. Turn on the Steam FFS overlay when you can. I don't want to, Red. How do I do it? How do I do it? Tell me quickly. You can either select a prisoner to use as a preset or select a hooded person to customize your character's appearance. Where's my character? Fluff? Help. Where is
If the pawn I'm
my
looking,
boy?
speak up, you good-for-nothing pawns. Which of you is it? Is it you? No?
Where
Are you the one
is
then?
my
If
boy?
the pawn I'm looking for doesn't come forward soon, they'll be... Speak up, you good-for-nothing. Ah, it must be you. You've got an arrogant look about you.
Hoodie, that's my boom.
Aha, I thought I recognized you.
Do I hit yes? I think a yes. Press Shift and Tab. Now what? I don't like you guys can see this shit. Is it there somewhere? I don't know what it is. Red, you didn't give me the fucking complete thing, man. No, I don't want to do it now. How do I get rid of it? God damn it, Red! Stop. There. Jesus. God. Yes. Use existing character data to create an Arisen. Yes? Hopefully you didn't make the other pawn your... I don't think I did. It asked and I said no. That's my boy. Okay. We can go in and change the details. Let's see. I think I'm happy with it. I did change some stuff. I made his eyes a little less like squinty. I opened them up a little bit. I didn't really change much as far as that's concerned. I enjoyed the kind of like the subtlety and the scarring on his face. We kind of popped off there. I think his build is fine. I'm kind of debating on whether I should make him tall. He's around 78 pounds. I just don't want him to be like dwarf-like, like super small. So I don't know. He's not very tall. 174 is where he was at. Yeah, so like it's not very different. Like this range is pretty normal, but this range is pretty high. You know, it's like fucking gigantic thing. But this one I feel like is a good balance. I hope it's not too small, you know? Yeah. Click the cog icon. I don't know if I like the fact that people can see all my shit. my things. Full face cam. Shift this. It's the cog. And I guess I gotta fucking find enable overlay. Nothing says. There we go. In-game FPS counter. Top left, I guess. Redding his goddamn PC elitism. Okay. I'm at 165 right now, at the very least. What was that? Oh, this is this. Okay, I see. So, do we look good in other lighting? This is something that Fluff brought up, and I didn't really make sure I ran this out, but let's see. Do we look shit? I think we look fine. That lighting is okay. Again, Lord said that I look like some sort of elaborate punk band goer, essentially punk rocker guy goer. But none of the other hairs I really liked. The only one I thought was okay was this. Why can't I click? Why can't I click off this? Do I have to do this? I have to do that. Okay. Yeah, I rocked the hair. No, not that. Back up. The hairstyle is. Yeah, what do you call it? This one was okay. Then there was the other one that was like just the comb over, which looked fine as well. Where is it? Goddamn you. Not that one. This looked okay. It looked too much like the one guy. You know what I mean? The one guy from that one game, Baldur's Gate. You know, the mohawk fits my, tribal ass, essentially. Okay. I think we're good. We're ready to rip. Now, I think we just go goodbye. I wonder if they put any, like, extra things in here. Yes, with this shade. Yes, it's fine. Okay, so we're still Archer Gang, right? We're still Archer Gang. We could pick the Mage. We look so not right as the Mage. But we're definitely going to pick the Archer. And the voices. I want to check this. It's fine. These ones remind me of Oblivion Nights. We'll do that one. I think that's what I had on it. Finalize. Masculine human body head. Good. Are we good? I'm not missing anything. Fluff says, or wait, no, 174 is around 5'8". What does that mean? Fluff says, 174 is like 5'11" or so. Lol. Or wait, no, 174 is around 5'8". Yeah, I was about to say. Is that good? Am I not benefiting anything? I wouldn't say a word. I would just like to see if... Yeah. Fluff says, really wide shoulders. You may want to make the torso a bit longer. We're going to leave it. I want to play the game. I'm sure I'll live to regret it, but we can also body augment ourselves, so I don't want to worry about too much now because I know you can get a pill that makes you basically be able to change your body. Should be fine. Half of your body is proportional to the armor that you're going to like to wear also, so I think it's smart to leave it till later. I'm running around without starting a shirt since I barely gives you me. Oh, that's not bad. Bad idea. All I can appreciate the effort I put into this tats and scars. Yeah, absolutely. Your character is around 5'8". It's on the shorter side, so you'll have a better stamina. Okay, hopefully it's good enough. Age 20. What does this really affect things? Holy shit, you could be a million-year elf, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll just do. Let's do that. I guess. Fucking stupid. All right, boom. Grin, moniker, Frost. Good. Finalize character and proceed. Yes. I guess we don't meet our pawn until later, and that's when we can choose what we look like.
I like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn.
You think I'm a pawn, you son of a bitch?
Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead.
I'm gonna love hearing this. Mayhaps you understand my riddle. I'm like, kill me.
There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do?
Ooh.
Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet.
3 days.
Come along, you
I can usually
feckless
do that, I can't.
dullards.
Dullards, you're going to get killed. Oh, I can. Sorry, I know. One or more add-ons have been added. You will gain access to them as you progress through the game. Got it.
I hasten home. Were this not my
Look at
duty.
him. Built like a fucking wide brick shithouse. Wait, can I talk to you guys?
What do you want?
Hello, guy. Okay. That's what I thought it would be. Hello, mean
I
person.
would fain aid you if you are in need.
He would fade ignorance? Is that what he said? I don't know. How about you?
Pray, sir, have you aught to spare?
Okay, these are all just bog standard like NPC lines. God, so we're in a prison. You want to actually asking me for money? We're in a fucking prison. What? We can move our camera around. Very neat. Snap it around. Do. Why is the age that I don't know? I'm worried it might be like a quest thing. Like if you're like, oh, I'm a million-year-old elf.
Not my kind of place, this.
Everyone's so quiet. It does look beautiful. And I've been getting a consistent 120 red. 120 red! I don't know. Oh, yeah, I've made a good point of my shoulders being a little wide. It looks a little mutant-esque, but hey. Hey! Hourglass. It's more like just a V. He's a dwarf of sorts? Maybe. Him or me? He's not supposed to be, but I don't want him to be... I want him to have stamina recovery. PC Master Race says no. Are we making the Tower of Babel? Is what's going on?
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move on!
Tell me how to sprint then. Nope. God damn. Dies for days on everybody, including me. Despite me having be throwing dirt all over my character, he still looks the most clean here, which is woof.
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself.
Yes, the power of talking to somebody.
This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site.
Okay. Ooh, we can jog now. I run weird. Why are my legs look so short?
Wishing my armor can wait till the morning.
I look like, yeah, I thought my torso would be, maybe it's this outfit, because I thought I had gave myself longer legs. It looks like my legs are my shortest thing. I don't know if I like to look at how short my character is. I'm trying to get pushed beyond it, but I am fairly short, especially... I just don't like how my legs are so... I thought maybe my legs are the longest
It would
part.
be unwise to disobey. The overseer will show you no mercy.
Good. Can I not explore it all? Surely you can explore a little bit. What? That looks like I'm gonna get killed if I go over there. But I want to. I mean, all pawns do, but still, Rook, he's transcendent worlds.
'Twould be unwise to disobey.
Is he a bad guy? I
The overseer
don't
will
remember
show
him.
you no
Is he from the
mercy.
first game? Fuck. I got rid of Rock ASAP, honestly. What's that? Rock. Fluff says, I mean, the default height is around 180 to 195. I actually like how my legs look. So
Time
I'm
for
hoping
you
it's
to
the
get to work.
pants. We can always change. We can always mutate ourselves and change ourselves. So that's not a big issue, especially if we get like better stamina things. I find out it's not that bad to be a wee bit taller. But yeah, we have that choice, which is nice. Pick up a boulder.
Get to work, you rotten leg.
Where is the boulder? Is it just this
You are
shit?
prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
Hypothetically, say I throw it at the guy. Just how do I pick it up, my dude? You didn't tell me.
You are prepared to work.
What do you? Okay. I guess I just walk over here. Oh, I bring them up there. I see. This. We cute little lantern. Okay, so we got lantern and item map. What's that? Oh, I guess my just general kit. Let's remove this just for. I just want to see. That looks so much better. Okay, this looks better a little bit. I'm happy with this. I was worried it was just the weird loincloth that was thrown off me having pants. How do I throw it? No, I'm just putting it down. How do I throw it? Great. Okay. I can't hit LT in this. No. Okay. I'm trying to button. It's not working. I guess we just gotta run it. Huh. Look how young and
Vicinity
spry I
is
am.
quite cluttered. Pray leap. Oh,
I don't know. Maybe they don't let you throw it because yeah, you'll throw it at an actual enemy and they'll be like, ah. Rook was the tutorial pawn in the first game. Ah, I see. I see.
A job well done. Now the next step is to...
Let's get my heart ripped out of my chest.
What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
Good call, by the way, Fluff. On the there's a dash. I thought we
What
didn't get
is
access to a
this
dash. Oh, okay. So it's basically like a quick sprint. It has got you. Got it. So we have a run and then we have a quick sprint, like a little burst. I kind of prefer a roll, to be honest. It's kind of weird. Damn it, help. We still got a solid 127 frames. Maybe the day one patch is just in there by default.
The damn thing's been awoken. You got to fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives.
It looks beautiful. Like the sheen on the lizard tail, wow. The floppy grandma tits, not ideal, but you know. Ooh, give me that bow.
Get me out of here now!
It reminds me of Jafar. I am built. Shoulders a little bit too much. I'll be honest, a little bit too much. A little abnormal. Okay. We look so good. I think the face did real well. Okay. All right. How do I?
The fundamentals
man.
of using a bow.
Can I aim?
Careful.
I don't know if I'm hitting her. I say, can I hold it down? Nope. Can I aim? Grab. Grab. There's steady shot. Oh, there. Oh, why is it that?
If your foes should draw too near, counter them with a well-aimed kick.
Okay. It's so weird.
Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons for the clever combatant.
I don't see any. I know you're telling me. I can't see any. I got this. Fuck you!
When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend clinging to your foe.
Maybe we should stick with this. I feel like it wants to kind of lock onto a specific body part. Either that or I'm just really, really weird. We did it! X to shoot? Bizarre. Yeah, I've heard people say that the controls are shit. That you need to swap them around. I definitely hate that the aim button is not on the fucking LT.
Are you unharmed?
Bloat says, no one is going to save you from the funky fly Medusa.
Awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever.
Are you that actor?
You have lost your memories.
That lady actor?
'Tis surely the work of a fell curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
What happened to my heart?
Can't suck
That
it.
looks like a fake
Cursed creature escaped.
power. I don't remember the Arisen's power being
Oh,
purple.
you! Get back here!
I just helped take down that fucking thing. You're gonna try to front on me?
Where is it? Come this
I got
way.
this little tiny baby
Let us
legs.
flee.
But the thighs are amazing. Is dash just a sprint? Yeah, I guess dash just puts you in a sprint. Ah! We totally would have fucking smashed her face into the cliff. No way we made that.
No one could survive a
Because
fall
I am
from
an
this
angel,
height.
yes.
Not even a pawn.
Ooh.
Don't just stand there! Shoot it down!
Definitely get out. Get me. It's so pretty.
It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Chill, dude.
Go now, lost soul. And learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Do you guys know who I'm talking about? It's the actor that played, what's it called? She's like an old woman. God damn it. She's like, looks elf-like. Shit. Can't think of her name, but she reminded me very much of that character, that person. Damn chunking boulder that, to me, I don't know what I should really look at the health. I just kind of was doing it. I don't know which was better damage, so I was like, maybe I should keep shooting with the bow. Again, I think the bow's strength is that it can always consistently just pluck like that. So it's like the damage per minute, I guess, rather than second. Or than sweet shot, I guess you should say. I would shit myself so hard with that, man. Are you kidding me? Being like you're trapped on a griffin. Just uncontrollable nature of it all. But some people that paraglide, and that's equally as fucking nauseating. People are crazy. You can rebind the controls, yeah. I just don't know which one I should do that with. I don't know if LT is gonna have a much better place. And I kind of understand why they're forcing you to put it on RB. I recommend changing the shoulder buttons, yeah. Is this one of my pawns? Pretty. I hope they let you make your pawn fast. I hope I don't have to sit like 20 hours in the game. Or not 20 hours, but like 30 minutes to just get my pawn. You bitch! Ah, my friend! Ooh, I wonder what the story was going to be then. Maybe he was going to take us somewhere nice? And this kind of messes with the Oracle guy's plans. I'm getting 80 frames, but for a while there I was getting 120. Directed by the guy who made Devil May Cry. A Bamf. Bye, Bolty! Thank you for putting up with me for so long. Goddamn, Bolty. 80. Can I loot the griffin? I mean, I feel bad about it, but also, like, it's fresh. It's fresh. Okay. What the fuck?
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone.
What?
Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely.
What if as he goes in, goes,
again.
just, oh, that'd be the best. That'd be so good.
Oi! Are you alright? What happened here?
I'm just a shirtless man. Good to meet you.
A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story.
You killed my friend. Excuse me, can I grab this? Are you gonna steal my loot? I guess you did kill it, so I guess it is your loot, I guess, technically, but yes. All right, come on. I'll walk with you. Dude, this is gonna be fun. Open? Yes. We get random shit. Good, a health potion, maybe.
Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place.
Why are you so quiet?
There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal?
But I can barely hear you, and I maxed out the sound.
Suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there.
The brain is a buzzkill.
Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. If you find your strength flagging, imbibe a curative or have a bit of green warish.
Why do I have such shaky ass hands? Am I a little baby?
When one of the fiends comes for you, best guard or dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow.
How do I do that?
Make use of
Oh,
the
wow.
slope.
Oh, it's so much more effective.
Against
Me actually
their
using...
ranks.
How did I do that heavy hit?
Employ guarded attacks to get the enemy to flinch. Randa attacks are off items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters
That's
in
right.
their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is.
Sorry. I'm okay. I'm doing great. Okay, so it's this.
Have you beheld the dragon as yet? I'm not, and I count that a blessing. All
I
know
am
for
shocked I still have
sure
my
is that
heart.
it is a beast
Wait.
e'er more fearsome than a griffin.
No, I have a scar on my chest. Never mind.
One need only look to the miserable state of the village of Melv to see that.
There might be a camera shake, because that's what I'm feeling. It's a little weird. Bitch.
Rid us of its airline.
The worst. That's really, maybe it's because I'm moving so much. Oh! Ow!
No mean feat, to be sure. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word.
God damn it! What are you doing? What is your problem? You're a shielder! Are you throwing them at me? I feel like you're throwing them at me. When enemies flinching, pick them up and... I can literally pick this guy up. Okay, now stop. I'm not trying to run away from you. Please don't deactivate the quest. I just want to grab my loot. They really don't let you like, hey, this is how you play. It's just like, here you go. I don't like grabbing that button. It's so weird that grabs that button. Right now we only have barrage shot. Kind of lame. We do have front kick, which I probably should have used. But yeah. Oh well, I still dig your arisen. What is it? My brain. What do you mean? Oh, the mohawk? No, I think all the other hairs look too together. Marco says, "I hate fire. It hates fire." What hates fire?
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns. They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray. Come this way.
I really hope there's pawns that are in the world that you can just get. I hope you don't have to pay for them. You just do a quest that's long as hell, and then you're like, hey, you get a pretty good pawn out of it.
Before you stands a Riftstone.
They really throw you in this fast.
'Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray. Summon your pawn.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
Give me... Valkyrie, I mean Valkyrie. Use existing data to create, but yes. Yes, there's our waifu. Look at her, she looks great. Look at her, don't look down, but don't stop. Perfect. This. Look at her, she's great. I did try to find a better brighter eye, essentially. I do... we'll have to... let's fiddle with some stuff. Hair, I wasn't sure how much of this we should do with the blending of roots and all that stuff. It's a little tricky. I like to be more conservative with it than less, but yes. Also, the eyes are just tricky. The eyes, to me, I don't know if I love the green. I don't know how we feel about it. But yes, I think the eyes could be the thing that makes things look a little odd. Yes. Where's it? Eyes. There we go. No, it's not right. Where's the actual eyes? Where the hell do we see the eyes? Eyes? That's not where we find the color, I guess. So it has to be in this. Eyes. Boom. Yeah, I don't know. The eyes to me are the one thing. I just feel like I want to put silver in there because it's just it looks right, you know. Case in point, let's do that. Let's put. I think there's a silver-ish. That's a little turquoise-y. That one looks nice too. I don't mind that. What do you feel? I feel like the green's just a little bit much because there's already so much color going on. You know what I mean? I did have one, yeah, like something like that. I think that's nice. Just I think I'm just a sucker for like the silver gray eyes. I just really like them. I think they stand out just enough to where you look neat, but not too crazy. There was the, I think it's like 30 something. 38. There's like the cat look, which I didn't hate either. I think it was this one, 37. I didn't hate this. What do you guys think? I really need help with this one. I'm not sure. What's good, Grimmy? Grimmy says, "Oh, you didn't pre-make the." I did pre-make the character. We did. Yeah, we pre-made the character. I'm not sure about this bit. There's the one thing we haven't tweaked up because we were trying to like not fuck with anything to make it so the game downloaded faster. Yes. Lord says, "I respect it. I look awesome. I know y'all change the mohawk. So I know you'll change the mohawk. Really?" Fluff says, yes, you can dynamically find pawns, but the rift stones help finding specifics. Got it. Nub says, games download faster. Nice. I don't know. It's one of those things. She looks pretty good. Thanks, Remy. I appreciate that. Yes. What do you call it? I don't know, man. It's tough. Because there's so much stuff going on. What I just don't want her to be like the eyes to be too dominating. That's why white kind of just works because it's just kind of a soft thing. Like that's a little bit too much. It looks like let's just kind of mess with this like this, and then this, and then I guess we could make the black part a little bit more like this. That's a little much even. Maybe we could do a little bit lighter of a thing like that. Yeah, I don't know. That's a little werewolfy. I don't know what Fluff says you get a chance to recustomize your character creator and storage. You can dynamically yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think that looks weird too. That's why I'm like, maybe we don't do what I just did. I don't mind the like kind of cat-like eyes. It's just kind of different enough to where it looks like it works, especially with her lighter skin pigment. The lighter gold kind of makes sense. We're doing that. We're gonna not think about it too much. I'm gonna think about it a lot. I'm gonna think about it so much. Everything else I think I'm fine with. I just want to make sure she is an absolute Amazonian gargantuan lady who is absolutely massive, just freakishly tall, max character height, all legs, and other things. Okay, yeah, not crazy in the a little bit crazy. She's great. Looks great. All right, she is 118 pounds. All right, theoretically we could make her even more hefty, but we're gonna chill. All right. Yes. Okay. Fighter. Yes, she is going to be a fighter because we want a tank. Essentially, she's going to be my main tank. Also, I just love the idea of a shield maiden. Super cool. Kind-hearted because we want her to again be a shield maiden, kind of protect us, kind of stay by her archer, and not let me get eviscerated completely. Also, voice line sweet because it's the only one that sounds not weird as hell.
The people here are evacuated and safe.
A little bit beefy, but not too beefy. She looks very cool. Yeah, she's supposed to be like kind of like a barbarian shield maiden is the idea. Like a Viking woman shield maiden vibe. Yes, it's the idea. At least I'm not sure if I get it. It's kind of an attempt, I guess. I think yellow complements the red since they're both warm. That's great insight, Grammy. Lord Blaze says, I respected it. Fluff says, they look nice. They got silver eyes. She's got gold. Yeah, it makes sense. That's a good. Boom. And we don't need to worry about her name. We're just gonna move on. Just don't look. Finally, yes. I am happy. I cannot wait to see my character alongside her. It's gonna be hilarious. Also, I'll be honest. In this game, boobs look kind of weird. I'll be honest. It's just though, yeah. Should probably buffed out her chin a little bit.
Pawns are known
She's a
as
little sharp.
crossers of the rift, for we are able to connect to and traverse other realms beyond this one.
Oh, I'm a oh, I'm a crotch-eyed. That's so brutal. I hope she's standing on a fucking rock. Jesus Christ. I cannot wait to jump off of a mountain and be like, catch me. She's just gonna. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh, it's literally named Mommy. All right, great.
When we return, it is our duty to use our experiences and the knowledge we have gained to aid you on your journey, Arisen.
Hell yeah.
From this day forth, I shall serve you as your loyal pawn, and aught I learn beyond the rift will be at your disposal.
Sweet. I am a pint-sized child.
A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then.
So everyone is short compared to her? That makes me feel good. But Lord says, Mommy rule. I just want to walk up to her and be
no
like...
memories, you say?
Oh, you're doing double mage? Grammy? So I can dual cast my spell faster? Yeah, I know. I've seen that. That's a real cool play. The fuck are those cheeks? With the name I'd call... What your no memory, you say?
Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
What the fuck is this? Words? Boardwatch Outpost, Northwatch Encampment. Got it. That guy's posture is awful. See that man? Jeez Louise. We got the Riftstone. By touching the Riftstone, the Arisen can travel to the bridge, but atwixt the worlds, which is great. Many pawns traverse as they journey beyond the rift. This allows the Arisen to summon pawns who meet their specifications preference. These pawns will not level up while they are accompanying you. These pawns will not level up while they are accompanying you. What? However, so you may find that you need to hire new support pawns at regular intervals. What do they mean? They don't level with you? I'm misreading that? These pawns will not level with you. My pawn will level with me, right? They're just saying like other pawns that you can get in the game. They'll be random levels. Okay, I think that's what they're saying. Okay.
Hail, Arisen.
Hello.
Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so.
Make for Melieve. Red says, I hate to ask, Grin, but can you enable high contrast for the FPS overlay? I can't read it, especially the red line in there. Oh, okay. Can I get to a place where I can pause? Tell me of pawns.
Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the riftstones that
Everyone's
we
so
might
quiet.
aid you, Arisen.
Yeah, no, I get that.
However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do.
Got it. Weird
We do not
slavitude
need
thing.
to.
Got it.
We merely do as we are commanded.
Tell me about me.
'Tis the name given to fate's chosen. Those
Cursed a little
destined
bit.
to command the Pawn Legion and safeguard the world from the threat of the dragon, even with your memories lost to you.
I am afraid you cannot escape your fate.
Okay, I'm pretty good. I can just bash through this.
Riftstones are gates. By their
Yep.
power have we crossed into
Okay,
this
that's
world.
okay. Anytime.
Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
Goodbye, miss. You seem great. All right. Look at her. She's perfect. And I'm even on high ground. Oh, man. That worked out great. Examine. What is this all about? What? No, please. Yep. We're going to hold it for a little bit more than it says. God damn. Okay. General info. We have Wolfman. Fitness Wolfman. We have that's mine. Don't worry about her name. It's fine. Alone says, see the character in game moving and talking. You did a good. Thanks. I did think that the chin seems a little like a pointy a little bit. Yeah, I think I did overall good. I don't know if I love a lot of these ones. I just would love to have. Where's Fluffs? Honestly, I would like to see Fluffs. Maybe we gotta change it to weapon. Oh, this just lets you see them. Okay, where's Fluff's little goblin creeper? This one looks kind of neat. A lot of them are free. They're also level 1. No. Where's yours, Fluff? Did I get far enough? Support pawns are static level. Okay, gotcha. Main pawns should level up, not your secondary. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But if we have our friends' pawns, theoretically, they're leveling up too, right? Look at his little face. Little tiny little whiskers sticking out of his little mask. Yeah, it's a little annoying. I don't see Fluffs. I'm not sure what's going on with that. You can interact with the Riftstone, see if maybe you can find a friends thing. Yeah, maybe. Examine. There we go. Search pawn. View unique pawn. View official pawns. There is a special pawn that can be hired from the official pawns selected in the Riftstone menu. Got it. They differ from regular pawns in the following way. Their names are displayed in a different color. Official pawns of level 10 and below can be hired without experiencing rift crystals or buying rift crystals. The armor worn by official pawns cannot be changed. Official pawns will no longer appear in monthly or cumulative rankings, and it may exclude from the aspect of the game. Got it. Additionally, official pawns may not only be available for hire for a limited time. Check out. So what is it? Do you like lose them eventually, or do you like if you get them when they're there, you have them? I can't see them though. That's kind of cringe. I'll be honest, guys. I'm gonna be a little self-conceited here. I'm gonna find one that I like the look of. It doesn't let you see them. Profile. Nope. I don't want that. Leave it be. Oh, I did. Fluff it. Red did ask me that to do that. I'll try to figure that out. I don't know how to make it contrasty. Let's see. Shift tab. Cog. Left. I don't know how to make it in FPS counter. How's that contrast? There we go. There you go, Red. Hopefully that shows it better. So green. Summon pawn. I kind of just want to see the pawn. Where is it? Is it this little guy? She looks pretty cool. I like the look of her a lot, actually. No, don't leave. She looks pretty damn good, actually. Why is she 56? Jesus. Also, she's so expensive. I see. I understand. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. Set pawn quest. Pawn in Rift. Leave. Set pawn on quest. Oh, that's kind of neat. You can do that. View unique pawns. What did Nubba saying some shit? Look at the name Mufasa and don't comment on it. What? What? Updated their information. You have resummoned them to update their information. What is happening? What? Official pawns were like that, and they select that. Main pawn should level you. You can interact with that. Yeah, I don't know where we see. There we go. View friends pawns. There it is. Come on. Please. Oh, I don't see your guys' pawns. Why? Is it because I'm like offline or something? No, I'm online. Why can't I see your pawns? That's some bull ass shit. What the heck? View favorite pawns. So maybe you can favorite the ones that are there. That we all always have them. Friends pawns. That's the favorites list. This one? Oh, I was in favorites. Oh, sorry. Okay. We have, which one is Fluff? This one. Little goblin. Spawn pawn. Let's see Fluff's little Keebler elf looking ass thing. Meh. Gobletta has arrived. You took away the burns. No. I will take higher.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Yes, Gobbler. All that. Higher. View pawn details. No, you're fine. Yes.
If we share our strengths, we can begin formulating a strategy that
Tally
caters
ho!
to our...
All that, yes. When setting a reward... Oh, shit. When setting a reward for the Arisen who hires your main pawn to receive, you can either select specific items or nominate a sum of gold. Items will be removed from your inventory. Gold will be subtracted from the fund. It is also possible to trade with other Arisen by setting the retrieve of items you desire as the pawn's quest. That's complicated, but okay. So you can give people gear and items. Oh, I wonder if people are going to give people just $1 billion because you can do that. So wait, she basically will, so if you use my pawn, she'll give you money or give me money from you from like getting kills and stuff? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. Also, Nub says boycott. I don't know what I did. That's the favorites list. Also, should we just do 3? I should maybe just get Reds, even though I think Reds is also a mage, so I don't know if it's going to completely work out, but hey. Search friends. Reds is here too. Wait, no, this is Darkness. Oh, no, this is Cats. I just want to see what Cats is. This is Cat. I friended him a long time ago. He used to be a consistent viewer of the chat. I don't know. She's a mage. She's a mage. Looked pretty good, honestly. Pawn looked classy. Classy. But no. We're just going to hang out with 2 people for now. For now. Since Red's not online, we can't rock with Reds as well. But we got gigantic Amazonian woman. Archer guy. Just bog standard archer guy. Ooh, what you doing?
Stay with me, Arisen.
Am I hurt? Oh, I am hurt. Thank you so much.
Please.
Can I thank you? I don't know if there's like a... no, there's no thank. There's just help, go, wait, and to me. Well, all right. Who am I talking to when I say that? All right. Now, this is my favorite part of the game, one that I'm totally not going to get frustrated with and very annoyed. What do I do? What? I'm at 100 FPS, which is not bad, at least to me. Quest. So we have Tailed Beginnings. Defeat the goblins. Make for Meline. Melieve, whatever, this. We do have a map, apparently. Where am I? Relative to the thing. I can't move around, really. Can I do it with this? Nope. Okay, oh, I can see. I'm up top. Got it. But what if this cool stuff also? I hate that. Can we not do this, please? My thing is making it so that it's all... Yeah, it's really late, guys. We're going to be able to play a little bit more. Because, yeah. You likely will not see my pawn for a week or... Yeah, I figured as much. Sucks, she's very nice looking. She looks great. All right. Guessing he made Darkness from... Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's probably right. Of course. Also, of course he did. She's so massive. She's so huge. And Gobble's with me on the short gang vibe. Where are we going? I mean, sorry. I know we can just follow the quest. I'm wondering if we should do anything else. Like, if there's something else we could do. Hello.
Mayhap fancy a gander?
Sure.
I
have no money, but maybe. Do you perhaps sell a magic wand or a bow that is for the archer mage, or can you teach me? Okay. A part of me does just want pants because my little loincloth skirt actually weirdly works.
Sale.
Talk.
Monsters and bandits are a plague upon my business.
Do you want me to kill them?
Much obliged.
Looks like I got the quest. View tutorial. Did I hit the right button? I don't think I did. Which one is the right one? That's not a button for me. Oh, it is. Wait. There we go. Good. Armory and, yep, apothecary. Buy and selling, you know the deal. Prices when dealing with merchants, pay close attention to the prices asked and offered. You may find that some items can be sold for higher prices at particular regions. I guess it makes sense, but damn. I mean, that's kind of neat, though. Because traversal is such a nightmare in this game, I do think that makes sense that they're going to be like, hey. That says, I'm going to go tell my bro to play on offline mode so I can play the game. Is it still loading? What? Why? Is it lagging? What's going on with you? What is this? Auto save data cannot be relied upon to save your progression in this game. People talk about how bad it was in the previous game, where like you cannot do anything. It is recommended that you rest at an inn and at regular intervals if you wish to ensure the reliability of your save data. You can't just save like bog standard. Hey. So what if I want to log off? Pick up oil? It's not stealing?
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind.
Okay.
My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn.
Okay.
Aye. Being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained.
No, it says, my friend, it's been a
worth
blast, but
devoting
I do, in
yourself
fact,
to
yeah,
a
go to sleep. Yeah, we're probably going to wind up right now,
Opens
actually,
up
so
new
you didn't miss
doors,
much.
it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
You're so sweet. I want to give you all the money. Resting at inns. Staying at inns restores your party's health. I did see people say that. Like, your character, you can't just go out and, like, grind forever. You have to eventually pause because your character will basically, like, you get tired and run down, so you need to sleep at some points. But if that's how you save, that's a little shitty. Granted, I think you can have, like, a makeshift camp, so you theoretically can put down a save point anyway. You just got to deploy a camp, which is a little ass, but hey. Which replenishes, reduces your health, and accumulates with taking damage. When resting at an inn, you can choose whether to rise in the morning or the night. Useful if you need to set out at a particular time. Foreshadowing adventurers will say, foresotted adventurers will stay at inns regularly to avoid risk when traveling far into the fields. Yeah, so you don't get attacked by knights. Because this game is dynamic, so we're going to experience getting bull rushed a lot. Yeah, sure.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Mommy is saying we should rest. Okay. Fluff says you can manually save and keep, and it keeps manually saving at inns. Got it. So I can manually save. How do I do that, Fluff? One or more add-on acquired. Oh, we got an add-on finally. Additional items will be sent inside the storage item. Wait, item storage can be accessed at an inn by speaking to the innkeeper. Okay, we can talk to the innkeeper.
Has borne fruit at last.
And we level 2.
There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
You are massive. Hello?
Pray, have patience with me, master. I've shared all I know.
Sorry. Yep. That's okay. Okay, so I can ask to use the
I've
chest.
beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime.
Change vocation? I don't think I can yet. Or organization, storage, withdrawal. We got a cute golden bow. Hells to the air. And I will take a shortened this and then this. And we need a stealthy assassin boy to pull this all off. But hey, yes. Thank you so much. I am overweight, but hey.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
You are wise indeed to have sought my aid.
Who are you? What the fuck? I didn't talk to you at all, my guy. I do not want to. Also, fuck you, wise. You're wise to. Yeah, son of a bitch. Okay. I would like to equip this. Can I not? Auto equip? It is. Auto equip. Optimize weapon. Yes. No, I don't want the shirt because it looks cringe, and also no. What about my companions? This. Can she use... Why can't... Oh, God, it's going to be so complicated. Why can't I give her the thing? Can I, like, drag it? Like, just by going, like... Give. There we go. Can also equip this. Can also give this to this person. Good. Now, I also have a shield that I would like to give... Oh, my God. Buttons are killing me. All right. This. Nope. This. There. Give. Easy breezy. And now, she's geared to the teeth. Look at you gold items. Nice. And lastly, Fluff's Gobbler is going to be rocking some badass... Nope, she can't. Why can't she? Why can't she use this? I don't understand. Is she not high enough level? Give... Okay, well, she can't use the staff. That's a little underwhelming. That's unfortunate. Okay, so how do we manually save Fluff? Is it a different type of button? What is this? Equipment! Huzzah! Affects your movement speed. The heavier you pack, the slower your movement, and the more stamina you will expend. Remaining light on your feet by sharing the burden with your pawns, despite items in storage at an inn, or sell off anything you don't need. Try to carry too much at once will cause you to become over-encumbered. In this state, you will be unable to dash or jump. Got it. So yeah, it's just a massive debuff. Got it. Manual saves are done in the tab setting. What is the tab setting? Do I set tab? How does that work, Fluff? Manually saves are done in the system tab. Okay, so maybe here. Pause menu, I'd assume. I'm waiting for Fluff to clarify. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll be winding down. I know it's not a lot. I also don't know what tomorrow... We'll definitely be streaming at 1 p.m. System bottom tab. Oh, there we go. System. And save. Got it. Continue and save. Great. Yeah, I don't know what we'll be doing, ladies and gentlemen. I think a part of me wants to... we'll definitely be streaming tomorrow at 1 p.m., like earlier than we normally do, just because I do want to grind out this game and I want to play it. But this is kind of a big but. I don't know if I'll play more on my time. I want to, but I also think it's fun for maybe not. The tutorials are oftentimes just like a lot of messy blech. A lot of me reading stuff, and most people don't give a shit. People just want to see you kind of playing and have fun. So I'll try to do that. Again, I would like to formally apologize for most of this stream being basically just a hangout podcast thing. I did not expect it to be that way. I thought we'd maybe be able to shave off an hour, but nope. We got in here at 8, which is shocking that it happened. We did get to play thus far. I love it. I do think I should probably fiddle around with the controls because they feel a little weird, a little odd to me right now. So I can't wait to make it so that I can put everything where I want it to be, and so on and so forth. But ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you once again. Thank you kindly for your time. And everyone was lovely, like super fun. Again, it's hanging there way too long for me. Is Nub still here? If Nub is still here, then I'll do the 2 push-ups, or the 20 push-ups, I guess. But if Nub's not, then we could just call it a good day and end it and be done with it. I can't show you me doing it, so you'll just have to, that is the one act of goodwill you'll have to give me. Red says, it was an enjoyable stream regardless, Grin. Thank you, Red. I appreciate that. Now, Nub hasn't responded yet. So I could just skedaddle fast. Fast as hell. Nong says, don't apologize. It was fun. I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone being so sweet. It's always fun to shoot the shit with you guys. All right, quickly, we're going to leave before Nub realizes. Go.